Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath. Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj, and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude honey.
Z159 FM.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program.
Hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, everybody. It is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. From the Orlando Talk Show, Ross McCoy's here.
Hey, guys.
How you
Everything's
doing, Ross?
working today. My siren is working. Welcome to the show, my friend. It's a great-looking Tom and Dan shirt you got on there.
Yeah.
Getting compliments all over town. In this
He did
show.
get a compliment
Yeah.
on that.
What'd they say?
Hey, nice shirt.
Okay, all right.
What'd you want him to say? What'd you
Oh, I
expect
don't
him
know. I mean, I very rarely compliment anybody.
We know.
That they,
yeah.
I've been trying.
It does not go-
Should I change my
It
ways?
does not go unnoticed. Some would say that I over-compliment because of the lack of compliments from your side.
All right, well, that's fine. It evens it out.
It does, but then some people find you to be a dickhead and I'm disingenuous. So I don't know if this is good or bad or whatever. EJ in the chat room wants to know if our AC is working. Yes, it is. We do have ice cold air blowing.
Yeah. If I only took a week, no big deal. All right. So
I get a hey, nice shirt from the weekend shirt quite frequently.
Yeah.
And I have never not looked down at my shirt, looked back up and been like, oh, thanks, and just missed the whole moment.
Okay.
Right.
Never connected with anyone over a shirt.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do it with hats sometimes. People go, oh, I like your hat.
Oh, man, that's even harder. Do
You
have to take
forget
it
what
off?
you're wearing.
And I go, what? I mean, okay.
yeah.
Which kind of comes off like a dickhead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, I think
Right,
it does.
it
Like,
does.
because I think that person, it happens to me a lot because I always compliment people. Like, I'm always looking at people and noticing. Like, it is a thing. And I always do it. So, like, if Colette, did it yesterday or Thursday, Colette walks in here, our next door neighbor and therapist. You can listen to her on Love Thy Neighbor podcast that we do with her. But she had that red pantsuit on, which, and I'll say it here, I wouldn't have said it to her face, but she looks really hot, right? Like, she looks attractive.
Okay,
in it.
go on.
So when she came in,
Hold on. Did you say okay, come?
No, that was
Yep,
come
you
on.
absolutely
That is the
did.
way that
No.
we normally do
Absolutely
it.
did.
I say what I'd like to do, and then he's the master, and he's like, okay, calm. And
He
then,
gives you permission.
Come on.
no, but she
But you
looked
skipped
good.
one crucial word, which made it.
And so she came in, and I was like, oh, you look really nice today. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not fake. It's real. Like, I'm really noticing it. You really look good because, like, I do it with your socks all the time. Do I not? Like, you'll have on a crazy pair of socks. I'll be like, hey, you have it today. You have Stance on. Those are expensive-ass Stance socks. I like those.
With death on them. Oh, yeah. But, hey, you look good today is, like, general enough. She doesn't have to look down and see, like, what good she's wearing, and then check in to, because I could be wearing a weekend shirt. I could be wearing a Fortnite shirt. I don't know what kind of nerd I'm facing here. I got to check in.
True.
So I have my wife Crystal on the line because she's going to help me tell a story about something that happened last night.
Hey, Crystal, nice shirt.
Hi.
Yeah, she didn't hear any of that. She wasn't. Hey, Crystal, how are you? Happy birthday, Tommy Van.
Hi, thank you. How are you all?
Good.
Good.
So, my son Tommy's birthday was yesterday. 12 years old. Crazy that,
Psycho, man.
I always mark his birthday at the time. Like, he was born right then I quit terrestrial radio. So that's how I know how long it's been since I work for another company.
So at least he got the stressed out years of your life.
Yeah. It's less stress back then for whatever reason. I was free. Anyway, so
What'd you guys do? What's on the agenda?
So
Does he have any memories of you in a bear suit at all, do you reckon?
no, he didn't. No, because I left literally before he was born,
Okay.
like 6 months before he was born. Then so I never had actually worked for anybody but myself for his whole life.
It just dawned on me that what Ross is saying, you never got to do one of your true dreams, which is to wear the bear suit while holding him after completing a stunt like a football player standing on the field because you were already out of the game, kind of, right?
Yeah, but he's into it. I've indoctrinated him to like
he's fully into it, yes.
And very much to Crystal's dismay, my sons love Drunky the Bear.
He's a full junkie.
And they want to be that when they grow up.
Yeah! How do you feel about that, Crystal? How does that make you feel?
I just, because we got to get some higher aspirations.
So anyway, Tommy,
Christ.
he requested that for his birthday he go to Kobe Steakhouse.
What?
Hell
yeah.
So
He loves Kobe.
Yeah, he loves Kobe
I did
for
not
some
know
reason.
he loved Kobe. Like, when did this start? Because, like, look, I know out of the two, your two boys, Tommy is the meat eater, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the reason, or when did he fall in love with Kobe?
Yeah, when did that
I
happen?
don't know, but I don't know when it happened, but he loves the noodles.
I do
so
too.
It's not like the meat. He just really likes the noodles.
Oh, those salty-ass noodles are so good. They're so good.
Does it have anything to do with it being free on the birthday? Is he frugal? Does he want to access that deal at all?
The best part about the noodles is that's when they pour the soy sauce all over them and they go Japanese Coca-Cola. And I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Was his meal supposed to be free yesterday?
Yeah, we didn't. We did the birthday.
Oh my God! That's $50, right?
That's unbelievable.
Did you forget to do that? We were drinking
That's
a little bit.
the whole reason. What you guys? You get off of that sake? Yeah, you guys are in
Well, it's been a
Nagasaki.
stressful goddamn week.
Did you order that drink that comes in a big clay sumo wrestler?
I've done that. I've done that. I used to collect those. And I think I got so many of those. And that's why Andrea will not allow me to go to Kobe. She said she fucking hates it. And she's un-American. She's an un-American communist bitch.
So a couple things. Let's start off by saying, like,
I can't pronounce it, but I'll have the one that comes in a lady in a kimono, please.
Yeah, you collect them all. They had the sumo one. They had the lady. Then they had the building. The one that looked like the tower that Bruce Lee fought all of the different guys in. What is that? Tower of Death or something?
Correct.
So I may have been bitched about this before on the show, and based on Crystal, you know how moms nowadays, because you have pictures of your kid every day of their entire life.
You can do stop motion claymation of your kid getting older.
Yeah. So Crystal and other moms on your kid's birthday, you're able to take one picture from each birthday party and post them.
But I always thought you were going to be able to do that thing on the Michael Jackson black and white video where it would morph him into an old man. I want a full morphine.
You can do that because
that's what I want.
There's a picture of his life every day of his life. I mean,
the one where it starts as a baby picture and there's weird morphs into him as a child.
But then you have to also do him walking through like steel bars too, like the Terminator.
Yeah.
So, and Crystal, you can weigh on this too, but.
Well, she's her own woman. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. What are you, her keeper?
So I remember, and this is not even when Tommy was littler, because like Tommy did go and celebrate his birthday at Kobe when he was like 5 or something, because I saw the pictures on Crystal's Facebook of like, I'm like, oh yeah, we've done Tommy's birthday at Kobe before, like years ago. So, but there was a time, I feel like 20 years ago, that Kobe was considered a fancier restaurant.
Oh, I'd put a jacket on to go to Kobe. Yeah.
A jacket?
Yeah. When I was a young boy, and went to teppanyaki, which is what it's called, that type of dining.
Yeah.
When I was a young man and you went to teppanyaki with my mom and dad, by the way, my dad hated it. He thought teppanyaki, and my dad thought Kobe was bullshit. Fuck it, flush it down the toilet. Hated everything. He hated anything but good old American hamburger, french fry.
Crystal,
and fried fish.
Because you sit with other people is why.
Yeah.
And you have to be a little bit more formal, right?
And well, okay, there was a time, Crystal. Do you remember?
No, it was fancier.
Because it cost $1 million too. It was so expensive.
Yeah, well, the prices, I think they've stayed the same, which means they've gone down.
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're the same as they were 20 years ago, which means they're dirt cheap now.
Yeah, it means a different quality is what it means.
My gauge for that is that rip-off gas station down by the airport, because it's still $8, but it's been $8 since like 2001.
Yeah. So
it's still high. It's just not as high as it used to be.
So if you go a steak and chicken, If you go steak and chicken, a steak and chicken,
Yeah, it's
a
like
chicken,
$31, I believe. It was a chicken and shrimp
Yeah,
or
give him
whatever.
shrimp on his birthday.
You know, so maybe you get the volcano, the heartbeat. Those, they're playing the hits.
Yeah.
As far as they don't flip.
No, you still get ginger salad.
Yeah.
You still get miso soup.
Yeah.
You still get paper hat folded with staple in it that scratches the back of your head.
Well, if you're a birthday.
If you're birthday boy, yeah.
But
you still get gong. They behind you, hit the gong.
They do that, yes.
Yeah.
No, you don't get the paper hat anymore. You don't get the paper
Bullshit.
hat.
Oh, he
No,
was wearing a paper hat.
No.
You guys are drunk.
He was wearing his menu.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. There's kind of a menu. Yeah, the menu is the
So
hat.
the kids' menu is the hat now. It just wraps around.
Oh,
his
it's a
head.
2-in-1? Fuck a 2-in-1. I
yeah.
hate a 2-in-1. That's
Yeah.
like Pert Plus.
Uh-huh.
Is it shampoo or is it conditioner? Fuck you. Pick a side.
You're gonna get white sauce all over your hat.
All right.
True.
So, and I'm not talking shit. Kobe's fine.
Oh, by the way, if you do go and you get that little square dish that has 2 sides and you get double white, I judge you. You're fat.
They don't even have that anymore. They only give the white sauce now.
What
that's
happened to the
all.
ginger sauce? The ginger sauce is
You
just as
have to
good.
ask. You have to ask for
You
it. but
fattos
us
have
single
eliminated the
Americans,
ginger sauce.
Yeah.
yeah. They're like all
We
these.
just want the mayonnaise.
Yeah, they just want the mayonnaise. They look right when
You
you
just
walk in the
made me
door.
spit my drink out. She's right, though. She's exactly right. Give me the mayonnaise.
Special mayonnaise.
Yeah, you're right.
So, Kobe.
I like the ginger sauce. The ginger sauce is good.
Tom, that's crazy. You made that shot right when you said that.
There was a point where I was like, wait a minute. This is Japanese Walmart. And it is. God, the shit.
It's a cruise ship.
It's a land.
Hold on, could I make an argument that Walmart is a little better? I think I
I'm
can make
just saying.
I think you can make an argument Walmart's a little bit better.
I'm just saying that, and it's not even their fault. They just slowly
They know what they are.
evolved, and then they just have a certain clientele, and then now I'm there. Listen, I'm there too, so whatever. I'm talking shit
well, that's
about
what
myself.
no, that's what makes you look. If you weren't there,
Sons.
you were there. You're allowed to speak openly about it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
spending money there.
Anyway, so
And to be fair, if you're talking about mayonnaise-seeking people, Walmart is gonna have a high density.
Some have called it the mecca of mayonnaise.
Whole aisle of mayonnaise.
Yeah, and all the mayonnaise kinds.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah.
expensive ones,
Yeah.
there's a new one that I have called like Mike's Homemade Amazing Mayonnaise. It's really good.
There's
You
one
can get-
called Kewpie that I keep seeing. That
Well,
I'm
that's an
afraid to
Asian
try.
mayonnaise.
I'm
Have you
afraid
ever
to
had
try.
it? No, Kewpie mayo's delicious.
Good.
Buy it.
I gotta try
Yes, you will love it.
and again, I'm not talking shit. It's fine.
It is what kind of I think they make white sauce, Kobe white sauce with Kewpie
Yeah.
mayo. If I
Yeah. That,
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, like so is Carnival Cruise. So is a lot of these places. Chuck E. Cheese. It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm
They
just
have
saying.
they have their place.
You know what you're getting what you're getting. So anyway, a couple things. One is I wish I could have an old Japanese waitress toughen my sons up because.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by toughen them up? Like yell at them? Or?
Yeah, because.
Oh yeah, she was yelling at him. She would have made them a little bit tougher than we.
What was
Yeah,
she
yeah.
yelling at him?
Not
for?
yelling at him. She was just like they didn't know how. Like at the end of the meal, like
Oh, we got a couple of fuck ups. Oh.
At the end of the meal,
There's a certain type of waitress. If you hesitate at all, they will be all over you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. No, she's like, "What? Do you know what you want to order?"
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to do the voice, but
Yeah,
she
you
was
have-
just doing.
You
like,
can do the voice.
You know what you want to order? You have to order now. You know.
Yeah,
They were like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, it snaps them into shape. I was
Yeah,
like, yes,
yeah.
this is the lady I need. I was asking, I
you're
hire her.
Japanese boot camp.
I was like, will you come make my sons tough?
It's like your nanny part 2.
This would be a good joke for Gallagher. It's crazy that waitresses are paid to wait and they hate waiting. It's like the last
Oh,
thing
I
they
like
ever
that.
want to do.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. So we do. Should I mention what the waiter said to you, and then you repeat it back?
You
to him?
have a bigger titties.
No, I don't care. He said it first, TC. I was just playing along.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was the chef. It wasn't the waiter.
No, the chef. Yeah.
I will give you 3 extra shrimp if you let me suck a titty.
I
No.
don't even know why it's so bad. It's not even bad, is it?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's-
sure he said it first is exactly what Paula Dean said.
That is true. And then she said, "Release the butter," and then she did went crazy.
So yeah, the chef who's been working there for 32 years, by the way. And I was like, oh shit, you've been here 32 years? God damn.
He's
That's a lot of volcanoes.
They call him Kobe, a real Radio Daniel.
I'm like,
I've been there 32 years.
And by the way, I don't believe vapes get you anything. This guy's been sucking in Kobe flames for 32 years.
So you're saying he should have more cancer than a vape?
Yeah.
Because he's been a teppanyaki chef for 32 years. That comes with some fumes you inhale.
Yeah, the oil alone, 32 years of burn oil.
He lives under that suction hood, though. He might have fresher air than any of us.
No,
Who knows?
we don't know.
That suction hood doesn't do nothing. It just blows back out into the.
I've seen it online. All it does is catch on fire when that oil flares up.
Yeah, so much oil. My God, the oil. I was like, oh.
It hits you fast. It's a fast acting. It's fast acting oil.
Yeah.
It's faster than regular. I cook with oil at the house. I use like avocado. I use olive oil. Stuff like that. But when you go to Kobe, their oil, as soon as I take one bite of steak.
And then let me take this gigantic mess of mayonnaise and then put it in the fridge for later. So it just congeals into a brick.
And you know what people do? And I don't
Oil
understand
brick.
how they do this. Because it's going to separate. They take the white sauce and then they keep dumping it on their leftovers. It's going to separate back into oil when you put it in the fridge. And then you heat it up, which really separates it. So you're really just boiling your rice and garbage in oil and then re-eating it.
So-
don't eat that shit.
So, Crystal, like, we felt like maybe our table, because it was Crystal's sister, who she was kind of there for Tommy's birthday and celebrating her purchase of her first condo.
You have a lot to celebrate.
And then,
you have a lot to be, you know what? You have a lot to love in your
shout
life.
out to Corey from Core Flooring, who's doing the flooring in a brand new condo. And so it was
also the Bart Merrick team.
the Bart Merrick team
Right?
for Crystal sold her the condo, got her a great deal.
How did you guys meet?
Well, I'll have Crystal's sister do a testimonial.
And she'll treat you like your family.
And then my mom was there, my niece Becca,
Nice.
and then Tommy and Max. And so we were 6 of us, and then there was 2 other people at the end of the table.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you should
7,
ask
yeah.
them to leave.
Yeah. So there's 2 other strangers, because you sit with whoever else. They sit you with other strangers.
Yeah, you get what you get.
So the adults are on one side of the table, and then it was Becca, Max, and Tommy. So Tommy was sitting closest to the strangers, right? So and back to the actual chef. When he was packing everything up, he was like, "Thank you," and Crystal's like, "You did an awesome job, awesome." And then they were like,
we give compliments, me and Crystal. We're like, "Great job, man, thank you."
And then he said,
Well, because you know what, the energy in the Walmart teppanyaki is so low now. Like it used to be, people would get excited and clap and woo and ah. Now we're just all having conversations.
Can I
and the
ask
guy's
you
over
something?
there tapping his spatula.
Can I ask you something seriously from me to you? If I were there, I would feel that too, and I would try to fabricate it, and I would be interested. I'd be like trying to lead the charge. Does that make it worse, or does it make it better?
I don't know, but I was doing it too.
Okay,
so
I would have done that. I would have been like, yeah, clapping and just trying to, because I hate not participating when somebody needs me to participate.
Something's going on and everybody's ignoring
Like
it. It's
if you
the
did
worst
it,
feeling.
if you did it right now, I've seen you do it when you're hosting and people aren't being quiet. If you need them to be quiet, I will gladly almost set an example for Ross. Hey, the guys, this is how you do it. Got to be quiet. Got to pay attention. We're doing comedy now. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to lead.
So the chef said, "Me love you long time" to Crystal,
Hey.
which and then Crystal said it back to him.
And then you went, so horny. So horny.
And I was like,
I don't even know if that's bad. He was doing his little thing, He was doing his little ending spiel, and he was saying a couple funny things, and then he said, "Love you long time," and I said, "Love you long time too."
Oh, you said it back?
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
makes
was
you want to suck his dick.
No. But I was like, you can't say that. That's a racist.
No, you can't say that.
Yeah.
He tosses her a shrimp with his phone number on it.
That is racist.
Wait.
Yes.
Is it?
Well,
Yes.
I believe it's from,
why?
isn't it from the movie
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
It's a Vietnamese prostitute is
Yeah.
trying to offer herself to an American GI in which she says, "Me love you long time,"
Yeah,
which
that's
means I'll
racist.
suck it for a while.
And then, I think I heard it sampled in that
Oh.
song before I saw the movie. It was in a
Two Life Crew.
Yeah, it was in a Two Life Crew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
So
yeah.
Horny, I think, right? That's right. That's what I was saying.
We wrap it up and we leave Kobe. We're all rushing home to diarrhea. So while we're doing this, Tommy in the back of the car he's like, hey, did you guys see what happened? The interaction with me and the other stranger that was at the table. We were like, no. And he's like, yeah.
I'm like, what were they talking to you? And he's like, yeah, she was really nice. She was talking to me. And I'm like, oh, I never noticed. You know, I didn't even notice that you guys were talking.
Well, you guys are drinking. You and Tom are having, putting down some ice cold ones. When you're slamming cold ones, you don't let your kid get in the way. I don't. I'll be slamming cold ones in the garage, and Maisie will come out and be like, get inside. What the fuck are you doing out here?
She was really nice. She asked my name and birthday and social security number and all kinds of stuff.
And then so Crystal had ordered. Tommy loves mushrooms, right?
I love mushrooms.
And it's a weird thing.
Shit, the kid trips.
He'll eat mushrooms cold and like eat them warm, hot. Like he just loves.
Go through the whole fucking book on the train with the fox.
And so Crystal ordered him a side of mushrooms which the chef prepared and then put them in a bowl next to
The
him.
sauteed ones.
Oh, yeah, the sauteed
I
mushrooms.
love those. Yeah, yeah, they're really good.
And then so apparently the person sitting at her table leaned because they put them in the bowl, and then Tommy wasn't eating them yet. Like he was eating his noodles or he's like a bird. He's he picks at the
No,
fry.
they were on his. They were on his plate. They were on his plate.
What?
And the lady said, "Hey, are you going to eat those?"
And then
Tommy.
Oh, that's a Walmart
And
move.
then-
That's full Walmart. I mean, that is, right? I've heard that.
we're in the car. We're in the car hearing Tommy tell us this, and I screamed, what? She asked you if you were going to eat your food, from your. What did you say? And he's like, I told her she could have some.
What a
And I'm
sweet
like,
boy.
what are you talking about? You told her she could, and I'm like, she took it,
and
and he said, yeah, she ate my mushrooms.
she took it with her
And I was like,
hands.
what?
no.
She took it with her hand, then she spit it back out in her hand and put it back on his plate.
Oh no.
I was like, Tommy, did she put her fork, she was eating from her fork, she put her fork on your plate and took your food? And he was like, no, she took it with her finger.
Hold on. You know what I could do? Let me ask you a serious question. Can I ask you a serious question? You and Tom? Were these bikers? Because the last 2 times I've been to Kobe, they were. I'm not kidding. The last 2 times I've been to Kobe, I've been seated with bikers. It is no exaggeration that bikers fucking love Kobe and they don't have manners. Were these bikers?
It's like they put the Hyperloop straight from Daytona to Kobe.
I'm serious. Were they denim clad? Did they have denim vests on? Were they denim clad? Were they bikers?
It wasn't an obvious biker, but it could have been bikers.
It's a biker. These are bikers. Bikers fucking love Kobe and they have no manners and they'll fucking hand your mushrooms. These fucking bikers.
Well, my mind was freaking blown, and I was screaming in the car, in shock. That
the chat room is melting. No one has seen this type of behavior ever. I'm telling you, Kobe bikers will fucking.
Oh my God, who does that? And then also, what if I saw it? She didn't have any shame that I maybe would have seen that.
Oh, she'll beat you up. She'll
beat me up.
Beat her up.
Here's 2 things I know about bikers. I was talking about this with Cadillac Pat. I was talking about this with Cabin Boy. Bikers love Kobe, and here's another thing bikers do. They love grooming dogs. 90% of female bikers own a dog grooming place. Look it up. Fucking look it up. And they're tough as fuck.
Watch me spit on this grill. I don't know. Anyway, so
that was one of the greatest impressions you've done on our show.
Anyway, so that happened last night, and we laughed and laughed. And then I was like, Tommy, why didn't you say to her,
no, thank you?
I'm going to eat this or whatever. And Tommy's like, I'll never say that. And then I was like, you know what, son? I'd never say it either. If that biker asked me for my mushrooms, I'd just let her take them. And that's the van curse that me and Tommy have. We'll just let bikers take our mushrooms.
Oh, my God.
I cannot believe it.
So
you brought him home.
Extra for that.
If I'm sitting next to you, and the Tommy's like, and he was fine with it. He was just telling us what happened. He wasn't bitching or upset about it. He was like, this happened.
Now, is there a time? Let me ask you guys a question. Is there a time when that would have been okay, where you're dining sort of group, and then somebody gets a bowl of mushrooms, and you say oh, those look good. Do you mind if I try one? Is that always? I'm asking seriously. Is that always a absolute no, or is it because I don't want
always an absolute no?
I don't want to villainize somebody. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's hard for me because when I'm not in there.
No, you're good.
I'm interrupting you, but no, it's a stranger. They should not be asking for your food. That's weird. I think that's so weird. I don't think so.
Not even like a taste, you know, like, hey, can you mind if I try that? Or
I could see if they are going to throw it away or like, hey, I'm not going to eat this, then maybe you say
I think that's
that's
worse
even
because it's
worse for some
trash.
reason.
Yeah,
That's
me
even
and Crystal are on the same. I knew we'd be on the same page on that. That is worse.
I don't know. I'm like, I feel like what a homeless person.
No, look, you have to let it be irrationally worse. If we say it's worse and it's irrational, you have to just let it be.
So one time, surveying me and 2 other guys on the crew, we stop at a taco place, right, and get some tacos. And this is like not a boss is buying scenario. This is a 3-man split, right? We're all buying our own tacos. It is a sit-down place, but we're all buying our own tacos. I order a side of sour cream with my tacos. Okay. And they bring everybody's tacos, burritos, whatever, more chips, more salsa, whatever. And they put my side of sour cream right by my plate. And before I can even get to it, the guy across from me reaches his fork over and gets a big old glob of sour cream and blops it onto his taco. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, man, this is a confrontation. This is a full-blown taco confrontation.
Immediately, I was like, what the fuck? That's my fucking sour cream. What are you fucking doing? And then it was a 3-man vote, and I was voted the asshole in that situation.
Really?
Absolutely. I swear to God. I harbor resentment to this very day. Is it not obvious?
Well, as serious as you were telling the story, yes, it is obvious now.
Well, maybe
and I am sorry that you had to go through that.
It went to a vote, and I was voted the asshole in that situation.
Well, maybe they thought you were closer friends or like coworkers, you know? Like, I feel like if we all went to a taco place
nope,
and you...
me and this man not close at all, not even friendly. And he stole basically half my sour cream in one fucking forkful. And I was like, what the fuck?
If I were there, I would have voted with you.
Thank you, Crystal.
Do these people...
That is crazy.
Did these people talk to you guys or only
No,
Tommy?
Only Tommy.
Never did
profile
they
them.
even look at us.
What do they look like?
They didn't even look in our direction.
I need to know what they look like. You have to describe them
You
as
want to
if...
know what they look like?
Yeah.
TC has a video of them.
Let me see the
Oh,
video.
okay,
I need
yeah,
to see
yeah.
these bikers.
Okay.
I guarantee they're bikers because the last time I'm not allowed to go to Kobe anymore while he's pulling up the video. My wife, I don't know if she's in the chat room, but Andrea hates Kobe, hates it. Oh, I love Tommy's hair. I want my hair that long. Okay, there he is. I see the old Asian grandma. Pause. There they are. Hold on. Here they are. I pause them. I'm zooming in on them. We got a fat bald guy. That's a biker if I've ever seen one. That's a biker.
Absolutely.
That's a grade A bald biker if I've ever seen one. That's a bald biker.
You don't get a bald head of that shape without wearing a helmet for a lot of hours.
That guy's got helmet head. That's a helmet-headed biker stealing your son's mushrooms.
Not all bikers will ask your child's
Not all.
mushrooms.
Only the ones that are addicted to Kobe, and a lot of them are. It's a Venn diagram. You love Venn.
Anyway, so just, if you own Kobe stock, I don't know what to tell you.
No, wait a minute. Which is more...
I mean, it was packed.
Which
it was
is
fucking full.
I think Kobe has slipped, but I think Benihana is still considered a fancier.
We were
deal.
talking about this, and we don't know. And I think all teppanyaki places have really like a certain group of us.
Well, you know why? You know why, right?
Have taken it over.
You want to know why? It's because we can't let anything be special anymore. Kobe used to be special, but we were like, no, we should have this every day. When you decide to have everything every day, then you suck the fucking greatness out of everything.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and that's why it's not special anymore.
I remember when I was young in my 20s, I thinking it was a fancy restaurant.
Me too.
And it is not anymore. That's all.
Yeah, why do you think bikers go there? You have the biker mentality. We all do. Some of us grow out of it. Bikers don't.
And what's the one special part about Kobe? It's that big electric cooking table, and everybody had a griddle for like 5 minutes a couple years ago.
Oh, did Blackstone fuck it out?
I think maybe.
Blackstone fucked it out.
Blackstone was the beginning of when
Kobe hates Blackstone.
When we realized that we're like, we could do this at home.
And then they had a meeting. They're like,
figured it out. Yeah, and then everybody who couldn't afford a Blackstone, Kobe.
Bikers. There you go.
Anyway.
You know what you can't pull behind a Harley? A giant iron grill.
All right, babe. Thanks for letting us call you, and I'll see you when I get home.
And I'd like to use this as your opportunity to always use the Bart Merrick team if you're buying or selling a home.
Thank you, Daniel.
I'm telling you what, if you want the greatest and most beautiful realtor to ever set foot in your... just in front of your eyes to help you, and Bart Merrick
Bart's blushing.
He's beautiful. No, Bart and Crystal will do a great job.
Are we biking today, babe?
Oh, did you bring the bikes?
No, but
You're gonna bike after Kobe? What are you? Wrong biker. Wrong biker.
I just want to see Crystal hit a rabbit again.
Don't make her
Oh my God, I can't believe that.
Do you want to tell her why you got her here?
The last time we went biking, Ross, we went basically back beyond here in Baldwin, and there's a path that goes it's
Katy Way.
Katy Way Trail. And there's
You take this little path around like a little, not really a lake, but more like a retention area, and there are a little wooded, a berm, and then out of there comes hundreds of rabbits.
Yeah, there's a million bunnies back over there, and then one of them ran in front of Crystal's bike, and Crystal hit it with her front tire, and a squirrel in the same time, in the same bike ride. The squirrel and a rabbit, and Crystal screaming. I heard her
Yeah,
cry.
the squirrel, I ran over. The squirrel, I ran over the tail, and the bunny ran into my wheel.
Into the spokes. It'll never be the same.
It was going to cross the street. I know, and I was like, oh my God, should I stop and see if it's hurt or something? But it jumped into the bushes, so I think it was fine.
Yeah, they're tough as hell.
Yeah, they get in there. He'll shake it off.
Yeah, but it's all the people to hit a rabbit and
there's
squirrel
so many
Crystal.
hawks
really high
around
score.
here. You shouldn't feel too bad. I mean this honestly. There's so many hawks around here now. If that bunny's injured, he didn't last very long. He'll be, a hawk will come and get him fast.
Oh, good.
People have called bikes nature's hawks.
Rideable nature hawk.
All right, babe. I'll see you when I get home.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you, Crystal. The Barbaric team, Crystal Van.
What is it seems like evolution should have sorted it out by now, but there are two types of squirrels. There's a squirrel that can thread the tires and make it out to the other side, and there's one that just runs into the tire tread and freezes.
Yeah.
It seems like the freezers shouldn't have bred by now.
I always get the guy that just freezes and then he just stays where he's at and I go over him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The non-movable squirrel where
Yeah.
I'm like, is that a thing even alive? Or whatever.
So Rockville's this weekend, and it's hot outside. I know we do this every year.
We have some people in the chat room that are asking, I think we had Rockville Tom. Is that who we had? He's like, hey, when do you want me to call in? I was like, hey, did you reach out to Tom?
Yeah.
Call in now.
Yeah, go ahead and call in. I just want to get a update from Rockville.
That's in Daytona, right?
Yeah, inside the Daytona International Speedway.
We got a thing right here in town, too. Did you know that?
What?
Rollin' Loud.
Yeah, hip-hop.
Huge festival. There's parts of downtown where you go up to them now, and there's just signage that says, I forget, it says, festival type zone or something, and it just means, just be prepared for the streets to be shut down at any moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's going on downtown Orlando?
I think it's up at the what's the one on Colonial, the fairgrounds. I think it's at the fairgrounds.
Okay.
But they got all kinds of main arteries signed.
65,000 tickets, Tracy's saying, to Rollin' Loud.
Is it a hip-hop festival?
It is.
Okay.
One of your favorite artists will be there, NBA Youngboy.
Okay.
You love NBA. What's NBA stand for, Tom?
The National Basketball
No,
Association? Okay.
never broke again. Stupid!
All
How do
right,
you
all
not
right.
know about that? He's never going to be broke again.
One of
NBA
our-
Youngboy.
I'm 2 miles south of downtown, and one of our little community groups said we might hear it this weekend.
All right.
And actually, I think we got our Rockville guy.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for calling A Mediocre Time. Who's this?
It's Rockville Tom.
Hey! Oh, by the way, just to update, NBA Youngboy not appearing this weekend. I don't think he's going to be able to
Okay,
make it. He
all
had to
right.
reschedule. But you're getting Playboy Cardi, and you're getting... Who's the other one? There's one other big name that will be here, but one of the main guys, NBA Youngboy, pulled out.
All right.
He will not be here, so apologies.
So, Tom, how you doing? How hot is it right now?
Almost the surface of the sun.
All right.
Fucking, it's fine. I just got out of the shower, and the tanks were full, so I had to stand in 6 inches of doo-doo looking stink water to shower this morning. That was great.
All right. So off to a great start.
It's full Kobe.
Yeah.
It's full at the beginning.
Yeah. Already full. Overflowing out into the fucking yard and making a mess. I did it anyway. Fuck it.
So, okay, so Tom, me and Daniel, we really analyze this, and we are because we're it's on paper when you factor in the heat And the
Heat,
fact that
price of ticket, convenience of getting there.
yeah, and the fact
Number
that
of people around you.
it's inside Daytona International Speedway,
Yeah.
which creates a dome of heat.
Yeah, not a lot of breeze. Not made for air really. in there.
But the fact is, you get to see gigantic bands,
Mega.
and a lot of bands. Like Guns N' Roses. You know the lineup, Tom?
Saw them last night.
All right.
Yeah, saw Guns N' Roses last night. Saw Godsmack, Buck Cherry. Yeah, it's pretty hopping. Pretty hopping. But it's you talk about it again. Remember, I only live 3 miles from the racetrack, and I'm putting myself through this shit every year.
But you have to like
you gotta love it.
You got friends out there. You're getting drunk. It's a experience because that's what me and Daniel we settled on. We're like, it doesn't matter. It's all about the experience.
Yeah.
You're seeing these huge bands that you've known for years.
Well,
that is hard. Like no other place you can see them all in one place.
And you can tick off if you let's say Guns N' Roses and Foo Fighters, I know for a fact there's probably a pretty high concentration of people where those two bands would be on your bucket list.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You can hit them both.
Yeah.
You know, like if you bought the main.
Well, Guns N' Roses on mine now. I can check Guns N' Roses off. Got them last night. That was on my list. Never seen them.
Oh, they're so good. Didn't you think they were good?
I was concerned because I'm 52, grew up with them, in the 80s and 90s, and I was concerned it was going to suck, and it was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I think they're good.
The Five Finger Show was a little disappointing, but I've seen them a lot, but I just didn't think they were into it last night, it seemed like.
Yeah, I'm not I've never listened to even one Five Finger Death Punch song. Apologies to people that love them, but the name gets me. I'm like, Five Finger Death Punch, not for me.
Yeah.
So, is there a time, Tom? You said you're 52. You've been doing this for years now, Rockville. Do you think you're gonna age out of it, or do you think you'll ride it until Rockville doesn't exist
They
anymore?
call themselves rock villain.
Okay,
Will you be a rock villain
Yes, sir,
for
that's
life?
correct.
Will you be a rock villain for life?
No, we are taking next year off and not camping, but we're coming in. And we're going to drive up to that one, I don't remember the name of it. We're going to go to Kentucky instead. We're going to drive to one next year.
Ooh, so you get to do the same
So we're
thing,
filming.
but in the paradise that is Kentucky. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah.
I may be interested in this.
You're like, how could he make this a little bit worse?
You're gonna go sully the Blue Ridge Mountains with your toilet.
So
it's getting hotter by the minute too. Since I've talked to you guys, it's gotten hotter. I think.
now you sleep at home, right? Or do you live close enough?
No, he sleeps in a tree, dumbass.
No, I'm on a Coleman cot with a couple of sheets and some pillows,
Oh,
and that's it.
how is it hot
Wonder
at night?
Bread, Wonder Bread, beef bologna. I mean, we got it all here.
Apparently. Come on down.
Hold on, Tom. You can afford nicer food. You do well for yourself.
I can't.
He didn't say beef
Yeah, but
bologna.
I'd rather spend the $21 on a mixed drink because they're $21 a pop for a vodka Red Bull.
God, you can't sneak any liquor in there?
You can. It's a little tricky, but yeah, you still got to buy one to get your ice and your Red Bull basically, and then I sneak in a half a water bottle full of vodka.
Can you bring a cooler
So
of beer? You cannot bring a cooler of beer? Like if I were camping in there,
No,
I can't.
you can't take shit.
Oh, then fuck that
No,
place.
in the here you can. In the campground you can. But inside the event you can't. You can't take
okay.
anything
I was
in.
gonna say if they don't allow any beer in the campground, you can eat a dick. I'm out of that thing. You'll never see me.
My God, we've got 4 coolers packed full of shit.
Yeah.
We
okay.
are
So you got a
loaded- we are loaded for
pregame.
bear.
So you got to get your beers on pregame, put your sunscreen and
Oh, yeah.
everything on, and then make your way over once you're nice and buzzed, and then okay,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
When I didn't call in to you guys, it was the year before. This is a good one. I actually had my appendix removed on a Saturday morning, and I was moving into here Wednesday morning, still carrying around a drain taped to my fucking belly, and still did it.
Yeah,
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
That's the Walmart way. You got to do it. No drain.
Goddamn, Tom.
I've never let a drain port stop my fucking rock.
That
I
actually
like
would
that.
eliminate the problem of having to use the overflowing toilet. So great.
Absolutely true.
I
There's
like
nothing like putting up the devil horns when they're playing November Rain, and then some guy gets some of his drain port juice on the side of your Guns N' Roses shirt, and you're putting up devil horns during November Rain.
One of the highlights yesterday was we saw some rock and rolly couple, belts, leather, spikes, the whole deal, and they were pulling around their 6-year-old in like a wagon. and about every 30 seconds she'd scream out "fucking Slayer." And she had to be about 6. It was pretty awesome.
What was she screaming?
Good parents. Fucking Slayer.
All right.
I don't know.
That's 6 years old.
You're saying
Yeah.
fucking Slayer.
Good parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
just
So they're
here.
like weaponizing their child to be something funny for a bunch of Walmarts. Great. Oh, buddy.
This is white sauce. Perfect.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This is great white sauce.
Yeah.
So Tom, what do you like? He's done this before. This is old hat for you, but what's the worst part?
The heat. The fucking heat.
Yeah.
And we don't have the right car this year where I can get in and lay back because I had my electric car last year. We
Yeah.
didn't bring it this time. We brought a F-150 that's disgusting. So we're living out of the back of it, and then we got a tent. But last year I had my electric car so I could, so Daniel knows. I can turn in that camp mode and sit in there at 66 degrees all day.
Oh yeah, you can
And
put it on
use
like
virtually
max.
no battery.
You can put it on max AC and just sit in there, and you're as comfortable as being anywhere.
I mean, because even driving to
For
Kobe
days.
yesterday, it was 100 degrees in my truck. Like that's what it said as the temperature. It's like
so
hot as shit. Like, and then it just I imagine the middle of Daytona Speedway just baking through. By 4 or 5 o'clock, it's the high is supposed to be 92. 93.
I don't know how you get any relief.
Feels like 98.
Is there any breeze at
You
all?
can.
Is there any, or is it just stale air?
There is. There's actually a pretty decent breeze going. Yeah, the flags are all standing at attention. There's air moving. It's not bad. I'm actually sitting in front of a fan right now. I just got out of the shower. Like I say, in the shit pit I was in.
Yeah, we're more of a shit pit, less of a shower.
I heard you guys talking about Kobe a little bit ago. I finally ventured to Orlando and had my first Kobe about a month ago.
Yeah.
Me and the wife and the kid, we all had to stop before we got out of the city and shit. So you guys are right. It does make everybody.
Welcome to being a true biker. Welcome to the fold.
Yeah.
You can now give people that arm
I enjoyed
bracer
it.
handshake.
Me and Rockville Tom, one and the same.
Let's get vests that say Kobe on the top. Kobe gang. Let's start a Kobe gang.
Well, Tom, have a good time at Rockville. We hope you enjoy
will.
yourself. Don't die of a heat stroke.
Yeah, be careful out there, man. We love you. All right.
I will.
right,
Water and vodka. Maybe I'll survive.
Who's tonight?
Rock and roll.
Who's tonight? Hold on. Who's tonight? Oh shit.
yeah.
No.
Anyway,
Is it Foo Fighters tonight?
it
And then
may
the
be,
Sunday one, I didn't know who was. I was trying to read the poster, and it's such a well-organized event that when you go to their website and you look at the poster and you click on it, it opens up to a bigger poster, but it's a small icon, so it's super pixelated and you can't read it.
Oh,
but
shit.
I was trying to see. Foo Fighters is tonight.
Foo Fighters and Offspring, dude. That actually kind
Not
of
bad.
sounds good to me.
Not
Yeah,
bad
they're
at all.
they have decent, really good bands. Like that you see, it's just the the camping out there is what gets me. It's like you can go out there for the day and then go home, but it's when you have to go back to your tent, and then the heat and it just seems
rough.
like it's a hard
It'd be
living.
hard.
It makes it tougher though. And I give it to Rockville Tom. Like he's a tougher person.
I've thought about this too. There's got to be a sweet spot too where like you watched Guns N' Roses, maybe you caught a buzz and you're not going to throw up drunk, but you have a nice buzz.
Yeah.
You do take a decent shower and then you get that fresh, you step out into the world with a fresh shower after Guns N' Roses. I can see where that would be like kind of nice.
Yep, but you step out into 100% humidity and the heat, you're instantly sweating.
Well, because you took a hot shower.
yeah.
You sweat.
Yeah, and then so it's like with the camping shower, you never feel refreshed. It's nice getting out of the shower and then getting into AC.
Yeah.
Because you
I
feel
agree.
fresher. Like getting in just the humidity, the hot Florida night.
Here's another
You
thing.
start sweating immediately. You're like, God damn.
What's interesting is that you and I have never seemingly been interested in this, and we're pretty horny guys. But a lot of those guys out there that do that camping will still get down.
No, yeah.
Like
they're old lady. They're
yeah,
old biker lady.
Like they're old biker lady. They'll be in there fucking. They're butt fucking like making bacon. Like two pigs in there making bacon. They're fucking it good, and they don't stop. They're not. And then I look at that right, and then I'm like, well, I got it wrong. Because these motherfuckers are going to the infield, fucking their old lady, watching the Foo Fighters having the time of their life, and I'm sitting back here judging them. I got it wrong.
Yeah. You're
Biker for life. I'm going to be a fucker. I'm going to buy that gun that Ross told me to buy. Buying a gun. I'm going to become a big fat Kobe biker, and I'm going to live my goddamn Florida life.
Yeah.
Because they're having the time of their goddamn lives. Did he sound upset?
No.
Now, he called in for comedy, and he said all this stuff that was funny, but he didn't sound upset at all. He sounded as cool as Tom Van.
He loves it.
He loves it.
Life's better if you see some mushrooms. You want them, you just reach out your hand and take them.
I'm telling you.
Life's way better.
Life is a young boy's mushrooms at Kobe. Reach out and grab them.
All right, let's take a break.
Poor Tommy. But it didn't bother him. He's a sweet.
No,
he's just like, it's
care.
fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
He's like you. He's in fact, where he's exactly like you, he enjoyed the story of them doing that, how weird it is, more than he would have enjoyed the goddamn mushrooms. Because he's like you. He is you.
Yeah, no. There's
Same guy.
There's a great sadness that brings me.
No, I don't think so. I think it's awesome.
I don't want anybody to live my life. It's a rough life to live. So anyway, all right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, maybe we're going to play, and this is the current future version of Jizzerton Road, and I'll explain when we get back, but I found something that is, I can't find any information about it on the internet, and we don't know 100% if it's real or fake. Most of the evidence points towards fake and a scam, but this is the only instance that I'm searched the internet for the name or whatever, and nothing really comes up, and I can't find the answer to it. But it makes me want to buy it. Hence why it reminds me of Jizzerton Road.
Oh, we've been dreaming.
And we'll play the audio from Jizzerton Road just to give the audience that may not remember what that was an example of it.
It was like
we call it fishing for scumbags.
Yeah.
Well, it was 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you know that? It's fucking 16 years ago we did that.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. Brand new music from a band you won't see at Rockville, but they are a great band nonetheless. Name of the band is War on Women. The name of the song is More Than Muscle. These guys rip. You'll like this. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time, 1-844-TOMNDAN, show at tomandan.com. If you have an email, here we go.
O-Town's #1 rock station, Z159 FM.
Right.
Your only home for the Hot Tub and Mini Fridge Morning Show and Dump 'Em Out Fridays.
Ooh, yeah, a hot tub and mini fridge. Keep me cold and hot.
Try to give a little something for everybody, right? Like you give them a little punk rock, and then you dip in. If you get some country and Americana that comes past your, across your desk, you put that out there too. That was the song is Jackpot from Admiral Radio. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Ross McCoy's here. So why this reminded me of Jizzerton Road is because the psychology behind wanting something to be real so bad because you want it so bad.
You love that guy.
That no matter what, you're willing to ignore all the warning signs.
And I've apologized to you. I had the Jizzerton Road thing ready to go right in out of that song, but it didn't do it for whatever reason. I apologize. I have it right here.
Okay, well, let's play some Jizzerton Road.
All right, hold on.
And this is basically, for those of you who've never heard this, back in the day, 16 years ago, like Daniel said, we used to put out Craigslist ads and then have people call in to answer the Craigslist ad, and we just used to take the call on the show.
Yeah.
This is before, like, the very start of the podcast.
Ross is correct. It was called Fishing for Scumbags.
Yeah.
We would dial the ad in to try to attract a very specific individual. Like, for example, like 5 gallons of Japanese mayonnaise for $5.
That's actually a
it'd be
decent
a perfect one.
that we didn't do. Okay.
So we did broken hovercraft.
And so then we just would get random.
I think the hook was free hovercraft.
Yeah, oh yeah, free hovercraft.
Free.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, you got a hovercraft listed here?
Yeah, we do.
Where are you located?
We're in Claremont.
Where?
Claremont.
Where? Oh, I have no idea where that is. I'm in Valrico, Florida.
Rico.
We're in Claremont, Florida.
Oh,
that's my dog Isley barking in the background. God bless him. I miss that
barked
fucking
in the
dog.
background the whole time.
That's the most loyal dog I've ever had. Fucking love that dog.
What is that?
It's like 30 miles south of Jizztown.
Of where?
Jizz Town?
What town?
Jizz.
Oh, south of Gibsonton. What kind of shape is it in? Not that it matters, but...
That's pretty decent. Fiberglass has got a little jizz on it and mold. Vinyl's a little jizzed up. The engine's got a couple of gaskets that probably need to be rejizzed. The manifold's got a little, I don't know, about an inch and a half jizz crack in it. And then other than that, I mean, it's, a little bit of elbow grease.
Hey, what size is it?
It's
I got an S10 Blazer. Would it fit in it?
Oh, you're jizzing me. I don't know.
Dang. I'd sure like to have it because I live right on a lake.
Oh, it would be spot on just-tastic if you had it on the lake. I mean, you would literally be the big man on campus. That's how drunk I was doing this. You could actively hear the Dos Equis killing my brain that I'm so drunk I can't think of anything, and I'm like floating around in my own beer thinking like, come on, you gotta find something. Big man on campus? Although that is pretty fucking funny.
So
it was perfect because you said they're waiting for the next jizz, and it doesn't.
Do you want to keep?
Yeah, you can
a
keep
little
going.
more. We'll finish it out. There's only like 35 seconds left. We'll finish it out.
Okay.
It's about you said what size? It's about a I don't know. I'd say it's about a probably about 10 feet long and about 5 feet wide.
10 by 5?
It's about a 10 by 5, give or take a jizz.
Could I strap it on my roof?
Yeah, you can jizz all over it if you want to. I mean, it's
Okay, hey, what's your exact address?
It's 1175 Jizzerton Road.
1175 Jizzerton Road?
Jizzerton.
How do you spell that?
J.
Yeah.
I.
J-I.
Z-Z-E-R.
Z-Z-E-R.
T-O-N. Road.
T-O-N. Road. Okay.
I can't do it anymore. I'm crying.
So,
and then I hung up. Yeah, I couldn't do it
and
anymore.
Then we always thought it was funny because this guy wanted the free hovercraft so bad that he was willing to ignore Daniel saying jizz all these times, like he just didn't pick up on it.
He's actively, like, when you say Jizztown like 8 times, he goes, oh, Gibsonton. And there's no Gibsonton.
But
he just made up in his head a town that fit the madness.
No, but this man's a positive, like, his overall, this man is, overall, I feel sort of bad for taking advantage of him to make him a prank, right? Because the overall goodness within this man is blinding him to the crudeness that is the word jizz, right? Like, I'm fucking with him. And all he can see in his like, it's almost like being a little boy and dreaming of your dad taking you to Rose's to buy an action figure where you get fixated on something. I used to get fixated. I'm very OCD, right? Like I'm an anxiety, depression-y kind of guy, right? Easy for me to get lashed onto something, can't get off of it. I'd get on, like my dad would be like, yeah, I'll take you to Rose's to get a G.I. Joe. And it would literally be the only thing I could see until he did it. And if he didn't do it, I would just stay in some sort of purgatory of not being able to function, right?
Mm-hmm. Also, that may be Concrete Mike because it sounds like his voice sounds similar to Concrete Mike. Anyway, so this is why this new thing that I just saw the other day on Facebook ads is like this. So I'm scrolling Facebook, looking at the BDM page, and then the ads pop up, right? And so my algorithm knows what I like, and it knows I like all types of water sports, cockamamie, cheap junk.
Yeah.
There's the jet ski.
This man is a Walmart Kobe. Walmart Kobe.
It knows I like Kobe, and it knows I like any sort of water sports or jet ski adjacent things, right? So all of a sudden I see this thing, and it's this lady riding.
Oh, she's not riding, dude. She is fucking ripping.
Okay, look at this.
Hold on, I'm going to turn on the sound.
All right, yeah. Watch this, Ross. And you tell me. Now, we talked about this a little bit in ACT, but we dug deeper here. Look at this thing.
Look at this little jet boat this lady's ripping along. You can see this at youtube.com/TomandDanLive.
Yeah. So it looks like a little Zodiac with a T-bar. It's electric. It's called the Hydrosport jet cart. And I, by the way, I tried to search this the other day and I could not find it with every other one. Was like mini electric Zodiac jet boat, all this stuff, and nothing. And like other jet boats come up and like and I just couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden I'm scrolling again and there it is. The ad pops up. So I can only find it through the ad. Then if you search Hydrosport jet cart, it does come up. So now if you ask AI,
that's proof.
If Hydrosport jet cart exists, it does. It's like yes, and then it gives the same information that the Hydrosport jet cart website gives.
Confirmed 2 sources now. We're good.
Yeah.
Now, SJ also is the little Kobe, and he got excited when we talked about this at ACT.
Oh, he's full evolved Kobe, like his highest tier.
Yeah.
Because he can, like,
and he wanted to buy it too.
SJ, our buddy SJ is Blade. Like he's a daywalker of like he can go into Kobe and Walmart and fully function, but he can also come out and program a fucking computer if he needs to. Like he can do both.
But so and by the way, why I think this is fake is you go to price, it is under $200, like $199.95.
It's the same price as that other thing we were talking about that we may get to in a little bit.
Yeah,
exactly the same price.
2 for $350, and because they have a deal if you buy 2.
Now me. That almost gets me.
Now, by the way, if you go under the comments on this ad, I was expecting a lot of people to say like, "Oh, this is fake" or whatever. All the comments are not. They're like, "Oh, buy 2," whatever. So it's a lot of bots. There's like, "Hey, I bought 2."
Can I tell you something? I trust bots. When they say things, I'm like, God damn, this guy's like, I read a bot, like what a bot writes, and maybe that's the way they're trying to get me. But the bot writes something, I'm like, whoa, that's really good.
If a company puts in the effort to acquire bots, it makes you think that they're really working.
Yeah.
So SJ loaded this promo video from Hydrosport jet cart.
This video where those boats are clearly being towed by another sturdier boat. That video?
Well, it's all AI. The whole video. Apparently, like SJ has
it's AI.
some sort of like software that he can load in, and it says like is it AI or not? Because
he's got a Voight-Kampf test.
Like I looked at this and like I can't tell. Like sometimes you can tell a video's AI, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, God damn, I like it didn't come off as AI.
This one makes me mad because I can't see it. And I've had to eat crow a lot because normally I see it. You know what I mean? Like I can look at most things AI and be like, oh, I know exactly what that is. This one I do not see. I don't see it in this one.
So here's why it's like Jizzerton Road is because even though I searched this and there's no other evidence or pictures of this product existing except from their propaganda that they're putting out.
Correct.
Right? Like there's no one that like unboxed this or put this together online.
Well, that's what I spent the morning looking for.
Yeah, there's nothing.
So Tom gave me a task. And he's like, hey, we got to find if this is real or not.
Right.
Not for the show. We're going to fucking buy these things because we're Walmart Kobe's. And we wanted to buy a couple of these.
You live right on a lake. It'd be super fun.
Dude, I'll take it right over here in Lake Baldwin and lose my mind. Dude. I'll be the coolest guy in Baldwin.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks super portable. You can put it in your trunk. You just take it out and you zoom around.
It's electric. I can put it on the back of my Tesla. I'll look like the coolest dude in the world.
And so, like, I'm not joking. Me and Daniel are close to just gambling with the $199, like, and buying it to see if it like, and
because we've been full Jizzerton. Like, I can't stop thinking about this thing. It's all we've been talking about. Our productivity's in the fucking dumper, dude.
And you get 2 for $350, even though all the evidence points towards this has to be a scam. That there's no way for under $200 you can get an electric powered jet boat, single person
that will do what it's doing in that video.
Yeah. Even if it did half of what it's doing, I'd still take it. But like, I don't even think there's a possibility you could buy.
It's not gonna hold water.
Yeah. It won't even float. Yeah. It's just not. You're not hauling ass. Like, there's no way. But still, because of the price point they set it at, it's almost worth a gamble, and that must be why they're putting this scam out. Because a lot of people are just like so enamored by this maybe is real, and for $200, it's worth them taking my money.
But they did the psychology on it, right? Where they sat down and some really smart Chinese man or woman was like, we have to come up with the accurate price point that will fool Jizzerton there.
Yeah.
What is that? Just enough to get them in, just enough to keep them in until they find out it's AI and they're like,
Yeah, but they'll still they may spend $199 for the chance that it could be some Temu shit that is like close enough for me to throw in my backyard.
Have you been scammed?
Not by this so far. Because I'm
the closest I think we've come is you ordered a tiny Pac-Man or something. Remember, like you thought you were getting a big thing, and we got a little thing.
That's because I didn't look at the actual size chart. Like it was EJ's arcade game that he lent me. We were gonna order a replica one and then smash it.
I remember that.
Yeah, you were gonna be in on that. I think.
Yeah.
But then when I got it, it was a tiny version of it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
now we need an M-word EJ.
And but I just didn't look at the specs.
When one time I was looking at like Costco.com and they had some really nice cast iron enameled pans for like $40. 2 of them like casserole dishes. I was like, cool, dude, $40. Got to do that, no question. So I ordered them when I came. They were like mini ones for like melting butter or like sauces and stuff. They were tiny.
Sometimes you get the Temu tiny. My
they just put a picture up with no context, and I was like, I just assumed full size. Oh my god, so cheap.
Though my buddy the wizard ordered gardening shears, and when they got in, they were like gardening shears for a doll. I'm not even joking. They were like 2.5 inches, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I don't even know why do they even make these?" But they were like $8.
Like an American Girl doll.
They're like $8 miniature gardening shears. It's like some of the shit. It's like a gamble on Temu.
Andrea does it a lot. We do it a lot in the dance world. We are like Andrea would know more about this than I do, but she's forever buying things and sending them back just because of sizing. And but sometimes you'll hit it right. Like sometimes you'll buy like yoga pants or like dance wear for Maisie.
Yeah.
Sometimes it will be tiny or it'll be like but sometimes it's way balloony big.
Okay, big or small.
Because there's no standardization to it. All that company's doing, and Mark Vinland kind of taught us about this a little bit because he knows manufacturing, is they'll go in and just like snag a size, especially in China. They'll just grab like a soccer jersey and they're like, this jersey size is the size jersey we're using for everything. Polos, coats, everything. But it's based off of a small Nike soccer shirt. And they use that size for every garment, and that's how it gets all fucked up.
That's why I only shop elite vintage apparel where the yardstick's right there on the picture where you can see exactly how it is.
I like a good yardstick.
Yeah, I do too.
There's social media influencers that their whole channel is ordering this Temu shit and then unboxing it and putting it together and then showing you how it works. And then they'll order like a Temu miniature motorcycle or like
the motorcycle guys are the guys I watch.
There's one where like the biggest inflatable boat. This goes like an inflatable yacht that was like 30 by 15. And it was like $1,500 or something.
I think I know the guy you're talking about. He also ordered the inflatable pub.
Yeah, and then it just comes in a crate and he inflates it.
And then he also ordered one of the best ones he did, because he started to get more legitimate. I think these unboxers, he started with like Temu stuff. Now where he's gone on to, and I think it's really cool, is he'll find old men that bought like a Harley in a crate and it's never been opened. Ooh. So it's let's say you had a 1965 Harley Davidson. It's still in the wood crate, and it still has the cardboard on it, and it's deteriorating. Well, you got to get it out of that cardboard because the wiring and everything inside of it could be all destroyed.
Yeah.
So it's like new old stock. Have you seen those?
I have not seen
So
that.
They'll unbox a motorcycle from like the 60s, but it's literally fucking brand new. It was just like in the back of a barn for forever. And it's sort of like the old school barn finds, and they'll see if it fires back up. And most of the time they will. If it's left untouched and the rats haven't ruined the electrical in it, most of the time they can get like fluids into it and get those things started up because they're just old fucking rad engines that still work perfectly.
It's kind of brilliant if you think about it. If you had the money, because once you buy this, unbox it, start it up, show your audience, you have the content, then you just resell it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you could resell all this stuff for probably what you bought it for, maybe even a profit if you got a good deal, but at least what you bought it for, and then you got all that free content.
You probably make more money off a video catapulting it off a cliff, though.
You destroy it.
Right.
But it's ridiculous.
Have you ever bought anything that was like you were kind of nervous about, and then you got it in, you're like, holy shit, this is awesome? It's kind of how I felt like originally with my medical marijuana registration, like because I had to mail mine away.
Oh, you're skeptical of.
Yeah, I was like, this isn't real. And then one day I get a card in the mail, and it took like 3 months, but I got my card. I was like, holy shit, this is real stuff. Like.
Yeah, Crystal's got scammed a couple times off of like Instagram stuff. And like, and it's interesting how like they have all these bots where like if you show a nipple or like you're sitting on a simian, then they'll like we're gonna cancel your channel or whatever. But these AIs.
Hold on, I gotta reset our. It's been 0 days without a Sibian mispronunciation.
Yeah. The mispronunciations are out of control.
But Sibian, it's been a long time since that one's come up.
It's simian, right?
No, that's an ape. The thing that Howard Stern always was trying to get a chick to ride was a Sibian.
Sibian with a B, not a simian.
But they have they can't get rid of all the scams. Like you think this would they have some sort of bot to flag these scams that because this is obviously a scam.
Because the scams though, I think they can distance themselves from the scams. They can't distance themselves from some kid seeing like porno on there. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah,
it feels like the scam. They can just be like, "Hey, sorry, man, you got to be more careful."
It got in there.
I was on the sharp end of this week because my Venmo account locked me out because maybe they thought I was doing a little bit too much online gambling or whatever. But they locked my Venmo account.
That's not American.
They send you an email and they're like, reply to this email with this to prove you're you, so you can use your money, and then that's all you hear from them for 7 to 10 business days, and you can't call them. There's a little chat bot, and you can type human until a human comes in, and they're like, nothing we can do, sorry. And that's all they say, as much as you type. Trust me.
No,
I spend about an hour typing shit.
It's there's like a lot of these things, there's no recourse. Like they cancel your like social media account or whatever. Like I know.
I'm glad you brought it up. My jersey was supposed to have been delivered on the 3rd.
Oh no!
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is a great tie-in. He's talking about it. It's great.
You gave that site to hundreds of listeners.
Hundreds? Are you crazy? Thousands. I have never given a. I have never given.
Was that irresponsible? Okay. Should you have verified?
I normally don't give out. I normally don't give out links. Right?
They trust you.
Yeah.
I don't. I've only done it maybe twice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm being serious when I say this. This one, I decided, you know what? I'm going to share the wealth with all of the listeners.
Yeah, you were excited. You were telling me, you're like, I've never had this much demand for something.
Men, women, younger listeners, older listeners, a lot of ladies like, oh, I'm going to help I'm going to get this for my sons. I'm going to get this for my husband. I'm giving out this. Yeah. I'm just sending it out crazy. My jersey.
Did you write a disclaimer with like, hey, I don't know if this is real?
Some of them I did. Some of them I did. Some of them I'd put a loose like, hey man, be careful. And some of them I just send them the link. Fuck it. And so and most people were very appreciative. I don't know how many people really ordered, but I would tell some people, I'd be like, hey, I'd email them back. I'd say like, hey, my jersey's coming the 3rd, so we'll see. Well, here it is the 8th, and I keep asking my wife, have you seen my jersey? Now, couple things could be at play here. It may have shipped from Shanghai or somewhere in China on the 3rd. That means it's going to take a minute to get here, I would imagine.
Yeah, okay.
But it's shipped. It said shipped on the 3rd. Now, I don't know if that means it started shipping or it should have been shipped to me. I don't know where I'm at. But how long should I give it?
I mean, well, it's only the 8th, so...
It's only been 5 days.
Yeah. No, it's going to take a good 2 months.
That's what I did.
Like,
what?
I mean, if it's in a shipping container...
That's what I'm thinking.
Like it could take a while.
I could order prescription eyeglasses from China that'll be here tomorrow.
No
way.
Yeah, but the $35 sports jersey that's replica of a a baseball franchise, like the real scam ones. I mean, they're hiding that in the bowels of a goddamn shipping container or something, right? Like that's
I'm
going
trying
slow.
to sign in here again to see. Yeah, it's still marked shipped. Yeah, it's still. It's
well,
still
I can mark anything shipped.
No, I know we do. That means nothing. That literally means nothing.
If you email us, you're like, I gotta cancel my Medium account. I'm like, shipped.
Yeah. Oh, somebody in the chat room says it's probably got the hantavirus all over it. Oh yeah. Anybody out there? Look, for those of you that were afraid of COVID, if you think COVID was bad, you wait till this Hanta comes in. It's coming.
Yeah.
And you should be very terrified of it because it's coming to get you. It is.
Yeah. And the news, they're
The news is downplaying it to keep you guys calm. I'm telling you right now, you get it from me. This literally will all be dead very soon.
You better get your toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying right now.
Between Rat House and fireworks shipping containers, I'm pretty sure I've had it.
You probably have.
I think I've had it.
You live next to a goddamn rat infestation.
Yeah.
You were fine. Were they Argentinian rat?
I'm pretty. They have
know
no
what did this?
accent. They
You
have
know what
little
did this? You
serapes.
know who we should start fucking villainizing? Fucking bird watchers. That's who started this Hanta virus bullshit. Are these goddamn nerds going to Argentina? It's two white-o nerds.
Yeah.
Two dumb white-o nerds that were like, we've never seen the great cuckoo bird. We must go to Argentina to see the cuckoo in its native environment. And you go there and you get some crazy Argentinian virus because there's rat shit all over your hands.
They didn't go to the environment though. We talked about this the other day. You know where they went to see birds? The landfill.
That's where the cuckoo's at.
And all the eagles, I guarantee you, all the eagles in Argentina are at whatever landfill they went to and got hantavirus out.
Yeah, straight Hanta around there.
And then they flew back on a plane, and then one of the flight attendants started experiencing symptoms.
Okay, what about the cruise? I thought this was...
It was on the boat, but they released them. The Canary Islands are like, yeah, we don't care. Come on in. Everybody out. All right, everybody go home. And then
Goddamn
two of the people were from Georgia. And those two people were on a plane, and they were flying back. And then a flight attendant supposedly was experiencing some symptoms of the virus, but then they tested her, and she's negative. She's good. So I think we're good. No, there really shouldn't be much for us to be concerned about here. This is something that they've known about for a very long time, that a lot of people that were afraid of COVID were reading the news and instantly thinking that it was coming again. And don't do that. Just relax. Everything's fine.
There's a whole bunch of distraction news out right now. Like there's a big UFO release due in about an hour or two.
Nothing good's gonna come from that, right?
Well, you mean anything interesting or that it hasn't ever been? No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's no like really awesome anything.
The only way it happens now is if they make a mistake, like when they blacked some stuff out in the Epstein emails or whatever, but they did it in like Microsoft Word and you can just delete those black marks.
That happens.
Like that one.
That did happen.
And there was a remember that episode of The Office where they find Michael's screenplay and like one of the characters is a real dumbass and they figure out that he originally named that character Dwight because he misspelled Dwight one time and his search and replace didn't.
Yes.
There was like a Epstein Files thing with that. They obviously removed like Donald and like a bunch of Trump names, but like he spelled Donald wrong one time and it missed it. So like mistakes we might get a little bit, but otherwise no.
There you go.
Because people have told me they're like, oh yeah, they've already released the UFO truth and it's confirmed there are aliens. And then they tell me that and I'm like, okay.
Who told you that? Was this a Kobe? Did somebody see that biker? He's sitting at some fucking biker.
Yeah.
And I say I'm telling you about these. You can't trust these people. Hey man, do you hear about that?
Yeah.
And they're telling me this like there are I seen the they've released the files.
I seen it.
And is confirmed. And then I'm like, I don't think that's true. See what I'm saying? Like, I think you're wrong, but there's just
you can't tell people they're wrong these days
Yeah,
because they can always go and justify it someplace else.
Like I think that'd be a bigger news story or something there would be people talking about other than you. Why do you only know
That's
about
what
it?
you think is your goddamn sheeple. Eat your chicken.
And then I'm just go on with my life because I'm like, it's pointless to argue. I don't know. Like it seems like that's not true.
The problem is that like they can't release. Yeah, they're true, and like we got the Men in Black, and there's a force protecting the planet. The reality is that they don't really know, and they're just as much in the dark, and they don't want you to know that. There's stuff. There's stuff, and they don't have a full explanation for it, and they can't let you know that because it would make you afraid.
If you're in charge, you can't look at your millions of people that like look at you and be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here.
Yeah, that you can't go to the public and be like, hey, the truth is like that nuclear base in Iowa. There's like little orbs zipping around it all the time, and like every once in a while the nukes won't work, and we don't know why. You just can't say that, which is what's happening.
But it is how you're telling me this now. And I'm like, okay, well, is this happening? How do you know?
Chat room wants me to weigh in with some knowledge from Concrete Mike. Concrete Mike in our chat room. Thank you for being there, sir. By the way, you're we have to talk to you about your bit. We are gonna continue it, but only for
Are you talking about Animal Time with Concrete Mike? My favorite segment on A Mediocre Time with Tom.
Yeah,
it's got a lot of heat.
It's gotten a lot of heat.
Like people wanting to advertise with it because it's such a good bit.
This one right, exact opposite of that. Here is this is the normal like if you listen to ACT, you hear this.
It's Animal Talk with Concrete Mike,
AKA the Toad King. I've been in other situations with threesomes and stuff, but that was my favorite one. That hot-ass nurse.
Okay, so Concrete Toad in our chat room says, and he's talking about this virus that I was talking about, the Hunta virus. Hunta virus. He says, I've slept with hundreds of women, unprotected, never once had a virus, and I ain't worried about this virus.
Okay, all right.
I wish I had the song. But, yeah.
With Concrete Mike.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, he's right. You got to have that attitude. You got to have that Rockville attitude.
Yeah.
If you're going to live your life, you got to have a Rockville attitude.
Yeah.
What would you say to that? Counter that.
Well, yeah, if I never got tested, I'd never had corona either. So.
True. In fact, that is the way, that's what this company, when everybody left after that, we were like, we both agreed to never talk about it. We shook hands. Right? Yeah, we were like, this is not in this world. Doesn't exist in our world.
Anyway, all right, let's take a break. And then when we come back, we will play a bunch of voicemails.
Come on, man. Will you buy me that? You haven't bought me anything. Buy me this for my birthday because it's coming up. You were this motherfucker yelled at me yesterday. He doesn't yell at me very often. I make jokes about him yelling at me, but I'm talking about he really yelled at me.
I didn't yell at you.
Oh, you raised your voice at me because you don't think I have fun. You fucking chastised me for my birthday.
No, you just said I'm not gonna do anything for my 50th birthday or.
And he got serious.
And I'm
He's
like,
it's your 50th fucking birthday. You got to do something. Make some plans. He said it like that.
God, you know I hate it when I'm Team Tom.
Yeah.
I'm Team Tom on this one.
I know.
Yeah. A 50 is a big deal.
At least go to fucking Kobe.
And dress like a biker. Cool, Tommy, go with me.
Yeah.
That'll be fun as hell.
Steal his mushrooms.
We'll do a ceremonial reacting of it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Actually, that's not that bad. All right. When we come back, we got a bunch of stuff. We can do voicemails. We can talk about what Ross found that I really want to buy.
Yeah.
Because that one is real. Like, that's in town.
Right.
Like, we can literally buy that and have 3 of those
I believe
literally
that
by the
one.
end of the day.
Yeah, no AI involved. That's straight up.
The name of the band is Brigata Vendetta. The name of the song is The Disease and the Cure. Kind of ties in. And then on the back end of that, you're going to hear a brand new song by Cheek Face, which to me kind of sounds like Cake. And it looks like we're getting a lot of BDMs together for that Cake show in Cocoa Beach. So if you want to go to that, let me know. Here is Brigata Vendetta. We'll be right back with more of Mediocre Time with Tom and
Z159 FM.
Welcome back to a Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan. Hey, do we have a phone call? Thanks for calling a Mediocre Time. Who's this?
Nah. So you were telling me that they finally landed on how many times you should take a shower a week, or
yeah, this has been something that people have kicked around a lot, and it's something that since my hair has gotten longer, like I used to be when I had shorter, like my hair was the shortest on the show by far, because I would get like the really like a fade up the back into like a very coiffed little businessman haircut, but it was like my hair was never longer than about 2 inches.
Yeah.
All the way across.
Yeah. I don't even remember what you look like the pre-beard.
A lot of people don't. Oh, thanks for calling a Mediocre Time. Who's this?
It's Concrete Mike.
Hey, all right. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Questioning if you want to do a special Friday free show edition of Animal Talk.
Okay, all right.
I mean, we could kill it today if you want to do it. Do we do it?
Well, you don't have that many stories. Yeah, let's do it.
He did tell me he's.
I got a handful. I got a handful more.
Okay, all right.
All right, I'll give you an abbreviated intro. Here we go. Just a quick one. Here we go.
It's Animal Talk with Concrete Mike.
There we go. All right, we're in. We're in.
All right, so this goes back to Nitrous Airboat Man. He lives on a 420-acre property. In the back 10 acres is where his house is. And there was a dead cow out in the field. We were going out just beside our rifles, and we saw the dead cow, and there was a bunch of buzzards hanging around it. My buddy looks over and says, "You see that?" And I said, "What?" He goes, "That the stomach just moved." And the buzzards were eating the ass out of the cow and going inside of the cow and eating it from the inside out.
Imagine how good that feels as a buzzard to stick your head in a cow's ass and eat its innards.
So he pulls out his shotgun and shoots this dead cow in the belly. And, man, when I say 9 buzzards came out of the inside of this cow and started running through the field and trying to fly away. It was one of the craziest things I've ever witnessed.
Wait,
in my
so
life.
the 9 buzzards are inside, like, eating the cow's ass, and then he fires a very close, like almost a point-blank shot into the cow's stomach, rattling and I'm sure injuring the eating buzzards, and then they come waddling out, running. And,
No, but we didn't injure none of the buzzards. Those are protected animals, much like other things I've talked about.
Oh yes, of course.
No, we were like 50 yards away. He just peppered it with some bird shot into the belly, and
a little warning, just a little warning.
There's nothing more graceful than watching 9 buzzards run out of a cow's ass in the middle of a field.
It's Animal Talk with Concrete Mike.
AKA the Toad King. I've been in other situations with threesomes and stuff, but that was my favorite one. That hot-ass nurse.
There you go.
All right, well, thank you,
well done.
Concrete Mike. I appreciate it. Well, you're causing a lot of our listeners to exit the show.
It's true. It's true.
We've had a lot of people that are like, my wife won't listen anymore because she says it's all animal abuse.
Well, this is a good segue. Should we talk about the other thing?
What was it?
Well, what I got to do later this afternoon, because we're having a problem with what we're trying to get delivered. I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that on this show.
Oh, okay. We have the sloth. We'll mention on the BDM show. We'll finally, because I think
there's a problem with the sloth costume.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting pushed back.
Yeah, you have a theory about why.
Well, I do. Do you want me to say it now?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you will have to hear. If you want to hear the end of this, you'll have to become a BDM. I'll be a good promoter in that regard. The sloth. We ordered a sloth. We made an impulse purchase on like last Friday, and we bought a sloth costume because I found a good one for about $275. Then we had then it was supposed to be delivered Monday. Then it was supposed to be delivered Tuesday. Then it was supposed to be delivered Thursday, and it keeps getting pushed back. My theory is that, and we've had a lot of people, your mom included, that have told us, hey, back off the fucking sloth thing, you idiots, right? Like, what are you doing?
She'll be on the ACT tonight.
Yeah, Mama Van is on tonight's ACT. You've never heard anything like this. I mean, this is like a real heartfelt, it was a heartfelt discussion. So we've had a lot of people say you guys need to slow your roll on the sloth costume. Well, it's been pushed back so many times. I think other influencers are buying up these sloth costumes. Like, it's a very hot item right now. I think, if anything, this should let us know that we're on the right track. I think influencers are buying these sloth costumes. If we're not making the video, someone's making the video.
Yes, yeah. This phenomenon is called the Kobe light bulb.
Okay, I'll write that down. Kobe light bulb.
Because a lot of other people simultaneously thought, I should order a sloth costume.
Yes.
And while they're in Kobe. We all had the same idea, and then we're all getting on, seeing it, ordering it, and then they're
a
like,
bunch of Walmarts get on there. They're like, I'll make some jokes.
Anyway, so
we'll figure that out.
We'll let you know on Monday. Let's play some voicemails.
You gonna do a little mail or mail? I mean, we haven't.
By the way, Ross took a phone call and then ran out of here.
Yes, I hope everything's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that's his business. I'm not gonna.
No, I know. Yeah.
We can do.
I like putting people's business.
I know you do. Are you a business guy?
Yeah. It's like, there's some.
Wait a minute, I can't say that.
He's outside. He's like,
you are a businessman. You are.
I hear Ross having some like emergency conversation outside.
I mean, something's going on. All right, let's go with this one right here. We had a baby goat in the studio on Thursday. You could have, you can watch that. There's some video of that, I believe, online. Let's go with this one right here.
Hey guys, you were talking about where
Oh, wait a minute. This is another animal abuse story. I don't know if I'm gonna play that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna play that. Because see, that's what happens is you start talking about
this Concrete Mike?
Yeah, but it's fine. He had a.
It was a light cow. Buzzards in the
Nine buzzards are eating a cow's ass from the inside out, and then he lightly peppered them as a warning, and they ran out of the ass.
I'm sorry that I missed coming back from break, but my dad called.
Okay.
And he hasn't called me directly. Usually we talk on Sunday, but I always initiate. You know,
Sure.
He hasn't called me directly, especially like on a weekday during like working hours, in 20 years.
Okay.
All right.
So I obviously took the call.
Of course.
He just learned that your brakes in your Subaru wear out quicker because the adaptive cruise control kind of uses them a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
So watch out for that.
Anyway, you call.
Hold
to
on,
tell
that's
you?
approved. That's data approved. That's a great.
The first call in decades that he initiated to me. But like,
I think that's one of the sweetest things a dad can do.
To be fair, I use that adaptive all the time, and it's good to know. We did just have to get the rear brakes done, so like it's good knowledge.
And to his credit, it is different for an electric vehicle because mine is using a regenerative aspect to power the battery.
Yeah.
This is one of the sweetest things a dad can do
I
is to
think
call
so.
and talk about cars with your son.
Absolutely.
I support this fully. You know what? Call your sons.
Yeah.
Or call your dad. Let this be a moment and talk about brakes.
But you got to understand, when someone hasn't called you in 20 years during the weekday and they call you, you expect some horrible news, and then when they tell you some arbitrary shit, you're confused by it.
Now,
You're like, why did you tell me this after 20 years of not calling?
Would either of you take or believe that he wanted to call, but he's such a real man, he can't unless he has an excuse for something to call, and that could have been the brakes?
Yeah, but there's been nothing else in the past 20 years that would affect your son that you call him.
Subaru's a pretty great car.
And brakes are a critical system in the car. Like that's life or death stuff.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this.
All right.
That is pretty awesome, though, dude. That's a great way to start your weekend.
Yeah, let's not play another animal abuse.
No, we're not doing that. We're out of the game. Let's do this one right. Let's go with this one right here.
Tom, Dan, BDM Mike. Listening to the ACT with Phil Berg talking about people who've got that work ethic. My mother always said, well, you can sit here and do nothing, or we can get to work. And she's a horse trainer, hard as nails, real Florida lady, works 7 days a week, sun up to sundown. But yeah, it's definitely born in you. I like to be inside and 9 to 5, clock out. BDM for life. Love you guys.
Aren't we learning, though, that that's not necessarily right? And that's the reason I played this one. Isn't the working sun up to sundown thing like, I'm one of those guys. I love working. If I didn't have this show, I'd probably be a little confused as to what my purpose would be. I'm very much like my dad. When my dad retired, we've talked about this in the last couple of weeks when our good friend Richard Herron retired. Like, I'd worry about that a little bit because I do enjoy working. I like it.
Yeah, but you'll just find something else to work on. You know what I'm saying, right?
My dad didn't, though. See, I think I would, but my dad didn't.
He didn't
and
just
I'm
start
like him.
working around the house or doing other stuff.
No.
Like working on the car or projects.
He would do a little of that, but there wasn't enough of that to sustain. You know what I mean? Like, I guess maybe in the beginning when he retired, he did a little bit of that, but I think that only lasted like maybe a couple of months. Then he went nuts. Like, it literally drove him crazy, not having a job.
Yeah, like
and he went back to work.
I feel like I could just start occupying my time no matter what. Like, if like you just like, oh, no more work, I'll just start working on something else. Like I do it as therapy. Like I'll just go, like, if there's nothing to do, I'll find something to do. Like, and
be the manager of the Papa John's I used to work at. Like,
no, those kind of jobs.
To do, find something to do.
Those kind of jobs aren't work, or they're more prison to me, because you're not, like, a lot of corporate jobs are just like, we want you to stay here and we got you hourly, and a lot of the stuff you're doing is not working towards something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you mean.
You're not accomplishing anything. That's what I need. I need some sort of purpose.
As a housewife, like when the dishes are done and the laundry's going, and like, you know, there's two things. There's either like an overwhelming list of shit that needs to be done, which is like real easy to make you freeze and just start scrolling, or there's nothing really that needs to be done and you can just start scrolling, and then you start scrolling.
There is that. The overwhelming amount of stuff does make you freeze and scroll.
Sometimes.
But my dad wasn't a scroller, though, right? So
he didn't have an opportunity.
Well, he was in this weird generation too, though, where like the phone didn't. You know, we were still sort of addicted to our phones, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
So it drove him nuts. He didn't have a hobby really anymore. You know, I mean, I could see, like, imagine if you started like really dialing in your boat.
Oh yeah,
You know, or you know, or really dialing in your plants.
Like speaking of my dad, just retired and like a year ago, and he got into target pistol shooting. He's always been into guns, but now he has a competitive target pistol shooting team he's on, and he became like in his little subdivision, he became boat patrol. So like all spring, he like motors around the boat and says, "Hey, low wake zone," you know, like in his little boat.
Okay, yeah, and then your daily routine. You
pick up a couple of hobbies, a couple of things, keep you going.
All right, let's play another voice.
Toad says, kind of sucks. Dan's going to kill the bit on Animal Talk. I got a few more stories about snakes and one with a horse that I was going to talk about.
No, that's fine. We'll
extend it.
We just need to give it some air in between.
We could do like once a month, maybe.
Or we do like a straight up Shark Week of it and just come up with a funny name and we just do all.
Okay, so then people know what they're opting into.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's our new Shark Week.
But we've gotten into trouble with this before. Remember the deer story?
Yeah, the worst story ever told.
Yeah. And then people are emailing me like they're like, "Fuck you," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
We told you like, hey, be careful before you listen.
This is before trigger warnings were even a thing. I don't like saying that either because like I don't know what is that. I've never even heard that.
I mean, after you guys have been just defending Sloth World so much, people will expect anything. Nothing will surprise them.
I honestly don't even know what triggered feels like. I've never been triggered. Never. Nothing's ever.
See, I've been triggered, but I've never felt the need for anybody to warn me. It's just I've always assumed that's my problem.
But
is that wrong?
What does it mean, though?
It just means you're about to hear something that might make you feel not good inside.
Like for me, every once in a while, I'll be scrolling and you'll see like a rat bite somebody's hand or something, and like I've had so much hands-on rat experience, it will like trigger me. That'll be a thing where I'm like, that kind of makes me feel the emotion I felt when I had to drown a rat or whatever.
Okay,
you know, like,
yeah.
It brings something back. It's something that brings something baback to you.
It's almost like a PTSD of like you hear an explosion and then it brings you back to the war.
For Batman, you know how like when the Joker got his mother's I'm sorry, I forget the guy's name. Got his mother's pearls and then he sees pearls later and it triggers the memory of the crime alley.
My brain, I guess, never is. I would like.
There's no triggers in there. You're like a triggerless gun up there.
I'll read a story about a man dying in a hurricane on a boat and be like, "Oh shit, interesting story."
Yeah, that's weird. Never heard of that before. All right,
it won't be like, I can't.
Hey, he literally read that. He's like, learn something every day.
I guess I don't like looking at death and stuff that.
That's sort of close.
But so I won't.
Because I think there are different varying degrees of it. I think we've almost made it to a point now where we feel like people need to say that. And I guess I could see where it's not a bad thing necessarily to say it, but it does feel very much like everybody. It's hard to say this without people getting mad at you, but it does seem like you're not triggered by that. You just want to say you're triggered by that because it's kind of cool to say you're triggered by things because it sort of makes you special. Like, look at me. I'm special because I can't listen to that because it makes me a little sad inside. Well, everybody's got those. That's the reality of living life. Life sucks. It's fucking hard. Everybody's got stuff they hear that's going to make them go like, oh, that makes me feel bad. That's just living.
But I was always brought up to never say something hurt your feelings or this makes me feel bad because it's like a sign of weakness.
Right.
It's like I would never say like this makes me feel like even
you were raised by John Wayne though.
Yeah, you were raised. A lot of people don't know he was raised by the Duke. They called him Duke Jr.
Like even the guy
or Little Duke. Didn't they call you Little
Duke?
Duke?
I was embarrassed. Did you see the guy? Speaking of the Hunter virus, there was a American on the cruise ship. And
is it Junta?
Or whatever it is.
Because that makes me think of the bulldog where you're behind your wife and you're holding her ass and you go, hunta, 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 hunta.
He was like filming himself or doing like a FaceTime interview with the news.
I'm doing the rat shit sniff challenge.
and he was crying, like sobbing while he was talking to the news. And I'm like, aren't you embarrassed to cry?
Yeah.
That's it. I just thought, I was like, how could you put this out there to the news? Like, get yourself together. Right? Like,
you're on the news.
Yeah. I never cry on the news. Like if I'm talking to the news, like even if I'm sad, I never cry on the news.
You know what's fucked up is I am blade of that. I have both of those in me. Like I have a part of me that's like so sensitive that I could cry at any fucking moment. But if the news camera turns on, I'm like, get it together. You're a goddamn tough ass entertainer. And I'm like, my father just died in my arms and I can be funny right now.
Well, it's just like
fucking tough.
you know, there's no reason you're on the haunted cruise. Like, don't cry about it. Anyway,
you never know what's gonna happen when the cameras are around, Tom. Like that one time they came over to film my neighbor's house, and I saw a rat running up the street towards my car, and I had to grab the axe handle.
I remember this.
And go try to beat a rat to death in the street while they were just silently filming.
I love that. I love that.
I didn't wake up that morning and say, you know, I'm gonna do that on camera today. It just happened.
I think I got a text message from Channel 9's T. Taylor, a black cameraman that's been there longer, and the first ever black cameraman in Orlando, T. Taylor.
Nice.
And yeah, that's actual. You can look that up. That's true. And he messaged me and he's like, "Hey, your friend's out here beating something to death, man. He's crazy. He's looking crazy out here, Dan. Hey, Dad, he's nuts." All right. Here's another one for you. This one will make you feel better. You have asked many, many times who saw the original Tom and Dan buses. You asked that question. Here we go.
Hey guys, you're talking about the bus advertising, and I will tell you, Tom, I listened to the morning show only because I wanted to listen to you two guys, and I had no clue about your podcast or anything else. And all of a sudden, Daniel was off the air one day, and the morning show got more boring, like you weren't talking and stuff, and I was like, man, I wonder what happened to those guys, and just went on about my life. And then one day, I happened to be in Orlando, and I saw a bus with your faces on it, and I was like, oh man, what's this all about? I think I know who that is. And ever since then, I've been a loyal BDM. I'd say I'd given you probably $500 between merch and my subscription back.
Thank you.
So
Thank you for that.
I guess it worked. It's almost working.
There you go.
No, it's our day. I mean, at the
We got
time,
$500 out of the thousands we spent.
Yeah.
That's about my blackjack budget for tonight.
What's interesting to me, and I know I do this all the time, and
This is
people-
where he calls in, says his reality, and then you say, your reality is not real. And everything you felt is fake and not real and authentic.
No, I know where he's going with this, and it's how that last year where it was more boring and he didn't talk anymore, they offered him the biggest raise of his life.
No.
Is this called guess the off-ramp?
Guess what Tom's going to say. Yeah.
Let's guess the off-ramp.
Guess the story I've told a million times. No, it's just like you're listening to this radio show, and then all of a sudden something happens, and then like some characters on the show gone, right? And you're like, God, what happened to him? And then you have a device in your pocket.
Fuck, I should have known it was people never look it up.
Yeah, but you do this.
It's always they never
hold
look it up.
on. You do this. You did this the other day. You did this Tuesday where you'll be like, hey, well, put this in ChatGPT. I'm like, motherfucker, you got ChatGPT. You do this. You fucking do this where he'll go, hey.
Well, I'm doing it to you.
Throw this in ChatGPT and see what it says. I'm like, you fucking have it. You have the GPT.
Yeah. I told you that day.
So you do
I'm
the
like,
same thing that you can't villainize him if you do the same thing.
Yeah, but he didn't do it with his friend that helps him with the computers. That's different.
His computer. Okay, all right, I'll give you that.
You're like, hey, what happened to these guys? And then you're like, you want to listen to these guys. You love them. You love the hearing them. And then you're like, what
But
happened?
nothing can be done.
What happened? Yeah, but you have a magical device that it can answer any question in your pocket. But you don't go, and then you're like, oh, and then you see a bus, and the bus has her face. You're like, oh shit!
It's not even her faces. It's art. It's Danger Brain art.
There's 2 buses in Orlando out of the hundreds of buses, and then you happen to see one, and that's what made you not. You didn't go and search your phone like what happened to Tom. It would have told you. The Google would have told you.
I don't know if it would have. That I can't speak on. See, you're assuming. I can't. I don't know if it would have been as specific when I was gone. I'm gonna guess it would not have known.
Would Google not have said like
no?
If you
When
search,
I
like,
left,
what happened
dude, when
to
I left, we
Daniel
didn't.
Dennis? What's Daniel Dennis? Your social media.
Okay, here's something.
You could have gone to Daniel's social media. He's like, hey, I'm doing this podcast.
He
now.
could have, but going to Google and typing in, "Hey, what happened to Daniel Dennis?" was not a thing. That's a newer thing. The AI will answer any of your questions. It's magic. That's a new thing.
And this is one of our most loyal BDMs. He's giving us over $500.
He participates a lot. I like this man a lot.
Like you went from not even wanting to search social media or Daniel's Facebook, which would easily.
See, I thought this would make you feel better because Pigeons of Orlando, thank you for being here. That might be Brendan. I don't think it is, though. Says, wasn't the purpose of the bus to get new people? So it worked.
No, it's not new. He loved us.
He was new. He's a new podcast listener.
He was a lost sheep. He wasn't in the fold. You brought him back into the fold.
Yeah, we got him back.
Yeah, but he's like, what happened to Daniel? They had social media.
The bus helped him figure it out. What the fuck are you not seeing here?
Yeah, I don't see any
but the answer was was in your pocket the whole time.
Right.
So but the bus, that had to be the bus.
So is the answer to what's the capital of Azerbaijan, but I'm not looking it up all the goddamn time, like it's all there.
Yeah, but then once the bus told you BDM for life.
I can beat it. This is even worse. I just switched phones. I switched Android back to iPhone, right? And so I lost my podcast app. And I had probably 20 podcasts that I was subscribed to that I listened to all the time. And when I had to switch podcast app, I went in, I just downloaded the newest episode of The 5 I Could Remember, and then I just went about my day. I can't even be bothered to go back to my old phone to see what were those other podcasts I was listening to and type them in my new podcast app. I just started over with
You gave up.
The 5 I Could Remember.
You gave up.
The rest of them vanished.
The rest of them dead to you?
Yeah. And someday from 100 years from now, I'll see Jimmy Parter and I'll be like, oh yeah, I used to listen
That
to your
was one
podcast.
of
What
the
happened to
ones.
your podcast?
Yeah.
And if I was Jimmy, I'd be like, what happened? You used to listen to me all the time, and then you just got a new phone, and you never even. And then it took a bus to you see Jimmy Pardo.
He doesn't know. He doesn't have a bus.
He really
Nothing
should.
can be done. He has no bus.
All right. Let's do one more.
Let's do this one. Here we go.
Tom, Dan, BDM Mike, listening to the ACT show from Wednesday, signing. I work in property management, and we have got a couple of tenants who are deaf, and they call in through a third-party interpreter, and the person then sees them signing, I guess, tells me, I got doo-doo in the toilets, and then I tell them back, okay, plumber's on the way, and then they sign back to them. So, yeah, signing seems to be, careers all over the place to help them out. Pretty cool show. Tom, cannot believe you asked why they had to hear. BDM for life. Love you guys.
I got a sign language expert that's going to come on the show. I just got to get her lined up for a weird job. But
we already had one.
I another one.
Okay.
That wants to explain, because we had more questions about it, and I forget what our questions were, but we asked them. We didn't get them all answered, and then this person's like, "Oh, I can answer your question."
I think what that service does is they don't view the sign language or whatever. I think you're able to type to them.
Yeah,
it's somebody you can type to, and then they read typed words on the screen.
It's a special phone you can get too.
And they have them publicly too. You'll see TTY enabled phone or whatever. I think you can go plug your keyboard into it and engage an operator who can see you on a screen and type it into them, and then they say it to a person over a phone.
Okay, or you would just type it to the person you're standing to.
Because you're calling them on the phone, but you can't talk. And it's a phone only, no text, just phone. So,
yeah.
I mean, some deaf people actually just they have to write what they need on a bus and drive it around town. Well, one more. Let's see if this one works.
What's up, T&D? It's Shart and Randy. The other day on ACT, you brought up the whole .com, .cc, .fm with the websites. And I've always wondered, when you're listening to terrestrial radio, it seems like every other month it's, go make this a preset, go over here to the Instagram, go over here to the website, go do this, go do that. It just seems maddening to keep up with all the little things that corporate radio wants people to do. And I was really interested to know how the talent, the on-air personalities feel about just that always doing something different to pull people around. Thanks. See ya.
I always hated it because I was always on the front line of it. So I've been through, when I was producing at Real Radio, I would always get the copy for for my host. So Russ or anybody, that I was working with, Ed or anybody, Drew, you would get the copy and I would get the rollout. So oh, hey, we're doing a $1,000 contest and you got to read this keyword at this time and it sucks because you're sort of held to a standard of having to do it. You also know it's a nationwide, contest. So it's millions of people, or at least hundreds of thousands, I guess, of people trying to win it. I don't know. I always hated it. It always seemed really stupid and gets in the way of content. I always wanted to just be funny and do jokes. I don't want to do all this dumb bullshit.
Yes, and I think most people feel that way in the broadcasting world.
I don't think so. I think Dan's the rare one. I think most of them are like, give me garbage to say.
I'll
say whatever.
It is
That's
easier.
why those services exist that feed you garbage to say on the radio.
Man, Ryan and EJ are both sort of calling me out because I would get so bored. Remember I called in as Mitt Romney, and that's where that is the keyword piano. I would start fucking with the contest because the contests are so fucking stupid
By the
and
way,
lame.
those are national contests. that they basically send out to every iHeart station in the nation.
Yeah,
and then,
big, small, everybody.
And everybody is in that. So it's like it's a way to like give out money, but in a national level. So that $1,000 isn't coming from local stations or whatever. Even though I think people don't even care. But I couldn't do it because first I would, I'd be like, what is all
That's
this
our company
bullshit?
name, by the way. There's iHeartMedia, and then there's us, where I couldn't do it.
I never had to do it in my broadcasting career because no one ever took, they're like, you're an idiot. You just do whatever your clown shit.
I think what he was asking about, though, is like, click, like, and subscribe, like how they keep voicing, like, dude, you got to do a TikTok. You got to do this.
I was out by that. Like, they were.
But you were in the era where, like, at first they were like, Twitter's bullshit. Don't engage with people on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then kind of through to the point where, like, well, everybody's on Twitter. Everybody's using Twitter. You better have a Twitter.
I was telling this story to Tom, like, on Tuesday of this week. I got taken out to lunch by Michael Bryan, who used to be the program director for XL 106.7. He since went on to be the country music station director for Apple Music. And now you can find him. He's independent as of like a couple of weeks ago. He started his own company. And now he's got like some country music singers that he's like managing. So he's worked his way up to being a pretty big deal. But he took me out one day and he was like, hey, man, why's your Instagram got why are so many people following you? And there's not that many more following me now that were following me at the time.
Yes.
I think I had like 8,000 following me at the time, and now I have 12,000 following me now.
Yeah.
But it's organic. Mine was organic. Now, like, to be like, I have 12,000 people following me. That's fucking nothing.
Yeah.
That's literally I suck shit.
I remember probably the same era. I had just started Instagram as a goof. I didn't really care about it. But I had a lot of Twitter and Facebook followers, and I remember a comic taking me aside one day and being like, "You have like 3,000 followers on Instagram. Why aren't you doing anything with that?" And I was like, and that was big at that time. I was like, I don't know.
Like my Twitter had like 20,000 people, and Michael Bryan was like, "How the hell are you doing this?" And I go, "I'm just talking. When they follow me, I follow them, and I just talk to them. I wasn't doing anything."
And Twitter, we got in real early. I know Mickey pushed me to Twitter real early.
I was weak of it becoming Twitter. I think like Andrea was always the first, she's always been very up on like tech trend because her mom's like that. So she was like, "Hey, you need to get one of these." And I'm like,
okay. I can't decide whether it's more work to just be free and talk about whatever you want, or it's more work to have a list of things that you need to talk about or promote or whatever. I don't know.
I like that.
I was thinking it out right now because, like, in other, if you're broadcasters or news people or people in the entertainment information industry, I guess, or like, some of like in news is kind of talking heads because you're just reading a teleprompter, and I think they're getting looser with it, and they're letting them have a little more personality.
There's reporters like April O'Neil who hang out with the Ninja Turtles all the time.
And then like in corporate broadcasting, I've heard from people, like, especially in corporate broadcasting, or where they're like specifically have to talk about something, or they only get a small window of time to even talk, so they have to hit these things and these lists and stuff. And
like when J. Jonah Jameson says, "Get me pictures of Spider-Man."
Now I'll give you one I hated. I hated that when hurricanes would roll around, that I knew I'd have to talk hurricanes. I knew that when OJ,
I never did those broadcasts.
When OJ, I started, like, it became. It was more mandatory before you got there.
Yeah, and those long, alive all the time broadcasts. Like, we'd talk about it on the air, but I never stayed late and did overnight hurricane broadcasts.
I did them, and then they became less like where it was a mandatory thing. But those I hated. I very much hated when like OJ, or when you knew like Kaylee Anthony. Like, you knew there were going to be certain things that you had to, that because of where you work, that you were just going to have to queue up. Here, we don't have to do that. If there's something terribly tragic out there, like Sloth World, well, that's a bad example.
Yeah.
But
sometimes you guys will come in and be like, "Well, we're obviously not talking about that. That's a fucking downer."
Right.
And
well, I ran more. Like, that's not fun. Oh, let's kick that, or yay. That's not fun.
But if we were like, on the AM 580 or whatever, you'd have to talk about it.
You'd have to talk about it.
So what would bother me is that anytime when I worked in corporate radio, where if like they'd be like, "Hey, say this, the giveaway, whatever keyword, blah blah blah, like hit this at this time, whatever." And then I'd be like, do you have evidence that this actually makes a difference? Like, do you have any sort of stats or
But are you asking that just because you're lazy? Are you asking that because you're lazy?
Me?
Yeah. Because that's what I think they think. If you're like, wait a minute, why am I doing that? Why I need you to tell me that this works to justify me putting time in.
Yeah.
And if I were your boss, I'd say you're fired. Either do it or you're fired.
Yeah. It wasn't. You get mad because there
Don't
was
be
no
asking me to
fucking
justify
evidence.
shit.
Yeah. Like, how does this actually work? Like, you start questioning shit. You're asking the priest, like, what? Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
It's like, when you question shit, they're like, fuck, what the fuck? You're mad. Just get the face, do the shit. I told you. Don't
Exactly.
you?
I'm not saying you don't
Seems
have
like
a
it's for no
point.
reason. This doesn't do anything. Do the shit.
It is for no reason.
Yeah, they don't like that. So anyway, and then build yourself.
And we had a lot of that.
Yeah.
We had a lot, especially in the producer side of things. Not so much the host, but on the producer side of things, there are a lot of like, well, just do it. And I don't know. We're not the best at just do it. And it's different than the Nike just do it. That's just do it. This is more like just do it. You piece of shit.
But then on the other side, you start a podcast, 12 years into it, you're trying to come up with funny stuff every day, hours. You're talking for like one straight hour, no breaks. And then you're doing, what I'm saying, and you do all this stuff, and then you start fantasizing like, God damn, I wish I was just sitting here reading some piano.
God, it'd be so nice to just talk about the Iran war.
Well, it's easier. It's so much easier to say like, oh, we got to handle Iran.
Intro, hit this out, go to break, sit there, free barbecue and the thing. The guy comes in, he talk to him, break.
What am I going to do this weekend? I'm going to sit here and daydream while this fat guy talks about some stupid thing I'm not interested in.
Yeah, I'm looking at fantasy football, then I go home, don't even think about work ever.
My wife's working at IKEA. I know I got at least 5 hours alone. I could jack off 4 times before she gets home.
Actually wanting to working some job and then thinking about this would be awesome to start a podcast business and do it, and then we did that, and then it taught me
the main difference in what you guys described was free barbecue and jack off time, basically.
Well, I'm free barbecue. That's jack off time.
And it taught me a very important lesson in life, and that I will try to teach my kids, in which the grass is always greener on the other side.
And the biker's always going to steal your mushrooms.
There is no perfect anything. And if you're in one position and you're like, man, if I could only get into this position, it'd be perfect.
Oh, I know you're serious when you start Nazi saluting.
Yeah, he loves the good Nazi salute.
What the?
You know what he calls it? He calls it German exclamation point. That's what he calls it. He goes, I call it the German exclamation point. I'm like, keep that to yourself.
You know what?
If you do it at Kobe, 90% of the bikers like it because they're 1%ers.
Axis of evil.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, there is no, you got to live, you got to learn to be happy no matter what situation you're in, because it's not always going to
find your own happiness,
fix everything on the other side. Because believe me, once you start your own business or do whatever you think is the best and living on a sailboat or whatever, there's fucking complications, there's hardships with that too, and there's shit that you look at your other job and you're like, oh, that was easier over here. So there's no perfect scenario.
No.
So it's,
I was thinking about
but that's what should make everybody feel better.
Yes. Yeah.
See, that to me is when he talks about that,
find a way to make yourself happy in the scenario you're in.
Like he and I are, Tom and I are completely different human beings, but there are some major things that we both align on, and that is a huge one. Is it's up to you to make this good.
Now, at the end of the day, I have thought about this a lot, and then told myself this is a better scenario because we have control. And when you have control, you have a lot more options. Like when you work for a company, there's good things about that for sure.
Yeah.
But then you're not in control. They are in control.
Well, some people work for very good companies and are treated right, and you'll never have to deal with that.
But even then, it's you don't know, that company can go under, or that's something, downsizing shit. You're not in ultimate control.
Yeah.
Having control over your destiny is a benefit that I personally like more.
Agree.
Because then we can always pivot, change, downsize, do whatever we want. It never is just one day you walk in and then no more money, and then you have to find a new company to pay you. So,
can we end on this because it ties into company? But we'll end on this little story,
which I expected in radio, which everybody should expect, because that's what happens in radio. You go in there one day, and then after you do your show, they say you're fired now.
Yeah.
And then
it happened to Sabrina.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a thing.
And that happened to so many people I can't even count. And that I saw,
I have an endless list of friends.
And I said, this will happen to me. You know, and I won't know when it's coming. I could be like, man, I'm killing it, and then fired.
It doesn't matter.
Because corporate downsizing and shit.
What is killing it? They don't care about killing it. It's never been about killing it. Killing it would be in this world, where you feel fulfilled for making jokes and making people laugh.
And I learned that right at the beginning too, where I was like, man, every day could be my last day, and I don't know, there's no fucking security in that shit.
Do you know why? That's why I live like I'm dying.
Yeah, but it's
a bull named Fu Manchu.
It's like I need to plan this out. I like to, at least have some options and not just be one day fired.
I'll save the story. Maybe we'll talk about it Monday on ACT. But I got a story that kind of goes into corporate about country singer Charlie Crockett. You familiar with him?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, I love Charlie Crockett. But he had a 3-record deal with Island Records. And it was a trilogy. I believe it's called the Age of the Ram trilogy. And he put out, it was like $10 or what was it? $1 a day was one of them. And then there was a center one. And then the third album was called Age of the Ram. He didn't want to be in his contract anymore. He didn't want to be a part of, because obviously I think he thought the deal was raw.
Yeah.
So he already had his new album ready to go independently. And he had fulfilled his 3 albums. Put those albums out. Well, 3 weeks after dropping that last album for Island Records, he releases a purely independent record called Clovis. It's a great album, too. But guess what? You can't find it right now. He released his album 3 weeks after he released the last Island record release called Age of the Ram. He released it independently. It started blowing up, getting a ton of attention. He must have not checked everything accurately. Because now it's down. As of this morning, you can't find it on Spotify. You can't find it on Apple Music. You can't find it on Tidal. It's off of YouTube. It's off of Amazon. Now, why? We are speculating. He put up on his Instagram a please stand by, like bar tone from like TV.
Okay.
I am under the assumption, and I think everybody is, that he didn't look into his contract the way that he should have. And releasing this album was in a complete breach of contract with Island Records, and they are now currently fucking his ass.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
This is how it works.
And by the way, I don't even blame the company.
No, I do not either.
You signed the contract.
You did.
So
you did.
It's now some of the shit.
I think our air's broken.
Yeah, I know. I felt it too.
Yeah.
Mother goddamn. I wish I worked in radio. Their air is fine.
There it is. That's great.
Their air is fine.
Yeah, I was like sweating like I've got shorts. I've got tiny dukes on. I'm sweating my ass
I could be cold eating barbecue right now.
All right. Fat as hell. We'd be so fat. How much fatter would we be?
Yeah,
You're leaner than you've ever been. I think I'm leaner than I think I'm leaner.
No food. There's no food
I don't
here.
think I've ever been this skinny doing this podcast. I weigh 145 pounds today. I don't think I've ever been that lean.
We're starving in a Sonic. Of course we're
All right,
skinny.
let's plug some stuff and get the fuck out of
Says
here.
maybe it's the record label, or maybe he used the clip from the cover of "I Fought the Law." Maybe he didn't get clearance for the clip. Is the other speculation?
Well, it's just weird that what's weird is that the album was out for a full week. You can buy it online. You can buy it from some independent retailers that he partnered with, and you can download it. But Apple Music doesn't have it. And here's a fun. Here's where you knew it was getting weird. You could backdoor it, meaning if you'd played it before on Apple Music, you could reopen Apple Music and then tap the artist and scroll down, and then it would replay the songs you'd already played.
Sure.
So I could go back through it, but I couldn't access the actual album. It's all been locked down. I think it's all Island Records. They're doing. This is why people hate record companies. This is it.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me there wasn't a play here where they could say? Because I'm emotional about music. I went on Island Records, and they have like Sabrina Carpenter is on Island Records, and so they had a Sabrina Carpenter ad on Island Records because it was like their pinned, picture on Instagram, and I wrote, "Give me back my Charlie Crockett, you rat bastards." That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
Just to see what they would do about it, But this is why people hate record companies, because there wasn't a play where they didn't know this is going to blow back in their face. It can't be that much money. He's not that popular of a guy. There was no play here for you to say, like, we can figure this out. There was no play there to be cool, bro?
Once you involve lawyers and big business, it's cut and dry. Where you sign this, we'll stop you, cease and desist.
Why does it have to be cut and dry, though? There wasn't one knowledgeable person at Island Records in PR that said, hold on, I have something to say.
It becomes a dick out contest too because
This is going to help
you know.
Charlie and hurt them. That's what's going to happen. It's making him a hero because he's the little guy.
Yeah.
It's going to. This album is going to be his biggest selling album because they took it away.
Yeah.
Now here's the last thing I'll leave you with, and maybe we'll talk about it on because I'll have more info on Monday. Is this all fake? Did he pull it? Is this all in? This is my big. This was my
Tom's
big,
McDonald's CEO theory.
I started thinking about this
Yeah.
for the longest time, and then I'm like, wait a minute, what if this is all a ruse? He did his contract obligation. He put it up for a week. We all liked the album. It's great. Then he yanked it down and said, oh.
He does a news junkie.
Yeah.
Well, this happened with us, and like if
This is the Dan. This is the Dan.
iHeart did not, if they were like, gave Daniel like a send off and let him come in and say thank you or whatever, and then like, oh, you know, but back then they used to handle it like, hey, if a radio personality leaves, just never talk about him
Have
again.
them escorted from the building.
yeah, escort him from the building.
Yeah,
and
I didn't
never-
even get that. I just got a call from Campmeyer saying, you're not coming in. You're not coming in.
Yeah.
Because I think he thought I was going to burn the building down or something.
But it's and they were like, hey, don't talk about it, and then that helped because people, it was a mystery, and then with the mystery, people did look on their
Here.
phones and go to Daniel's social, and Daniel's like,
Look.
so like if they didn't handle it like that, that springboarded our success because we announced the BDMs, and then we got like 1,000 BDMs in the first couple weeks.
He's pulled everything off of his socials, every single thing, and the only thing there is a little please stand by color bar wheel, right?
Yeah, this could, because he's got enough money. He's also famous and got money and has like people working with him and stuff like this.
Oh, yeah, he's a smart guy.
So then,
Very smart guy.
So you got promoters and you got agents and you got marketing people that you know, and they're like, hey, let's, act like you're being attacked or what, please. And people will keep checking in or like, oh, what's
But that
happening?
that makes me not like it, though, if it's fake.
But it could be real.
I think it is real. I don't think I would like. Okay, here's what I want to happen. I want it to be real because I like Charlie and I want him to be authentic. But he does get some heat for like changing his style, leaning into kind of like that rhinestone cowboy stuff where people are like, "You're not authentic. You're a cosplay cowboy." If this is fake, it's nail in the coffin for him. If it's real, it'll make him or break him. Like this is the most important thing he's ever done.
But it would be probably hard to find out if it is fake, even if it is.
Somebody would talk.
They
I
would.
think somebody in his camp would talk.
But then other people would be like, it's not, you can't find the truth now.
We should do this. Dan, you just like erase all that podcast real quick. We put like the test pattern up on the website. Go radio silent. Just Dan puts out a cryptic message like, "Hey, we're fighting the man right now, but we'll be back as soon as possible. Just take a vacation for 3 weeks."
No.
People be all frothed up.
We can do it. Want to froth them? Should we froth them?
Yeah.
Let's froth them, Ross. Froth them, Ross.
Yeah. And then the froth sometimes works no matter if it's real or fake. And even if some people say
Fake
that it's
froth's
fake.
better sometimes.
Yeah.
You can control the froth level.
Yeah, it's cleaner. Fake
Yeah.
Like I fall for the froth all the time when I'm like, oh shit, what's happening?
That fucking boat is all froth.
yeah. And then if they took the boat down and I couldn't find it, I'll be frothing for a long time.
You were in here screaming, I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm like, we're supposed to be doing work right now. And we're both looking for jet boat videos. All right.
That's what you guys were doing when I got here.
We wasted, Ross, we'd been doing that for an hour before you got here.
Ross, you going to be anywhere?
Check me out on the Orlando Talk Show with me, Ross McCoy, anywhere you got podcasts. Brought to you as always by Mo DeWitt and Joe Byrne Pest Control. Burn them pests to do Florida on easy mode.
Yeah, we're going to be at the big, the Boilerama, or not Boilerama, the Bowlerama, rather.
Yep, Oviedo Bowling.
It's a bowling tournament.
It's at the Oviedo Bowling Center. It's Saturday, tomorrow, starts at 2. Shout out to Oviedo Bowling Center. If you want to do your 5th grade end of the year party, they do a good job.
Yeah, they do an excellent job. Also, one more thing I'd like to add.
Do they work for trade by any chance?
They do now. Busdecker did not get me a promised parking space last year, and I'd had my hip replaced, and I had to walk from the turf grass to the front of the bowling alley.
I knew you'd never let that go.
Dan, I'm going to ask you a very serious question. Do you want to go to war with John Busdecker?
Yeah, this year I will have and I think that, and this is what I was told. I was told under good authority that Busdecker did such a shimmy dog ham version of the bowling tournament last year that they had to bring in a new, beautiful, wonderful event coordinator. And she has scheduled this year for all participants to have their own parking spot. Do you know that? If you want it done right, you got to get a woman. There you go. There you go.
Well,
Take that, bus digger.
I sure hope she calls me about the comedy jam.
Oh yeah. She handles all events now. You'll love her.
Excellent.
She's wonderful. She's wonderful.
All right, guys. We will see you on Monday.
Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging with us today.